And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
It's Wednesday! You know what that means! We are here live on the Japanese Multiverse of Media to give you a pre-show ahead of AEW Dynamite 200, celebrating the matches, the moments, the promos, the outcomes, the debuts, and the one-of-a-kind memories that have brought us here to this date tonight. You know what this is, for I'm the Superman of the Super Brand and the voice of the JMN, and I am a forever all elite, and my name is Noah Foster. But I will not be alone with you on this venture, as of course I have my color analyst in all things non-WWE, who is also all elite quite to a degree. He's different, he's creative, and he definitely is entertaining. Always a pleasure to call stuff with him. At Jay Heberside 95, co-creator of Way Up Youth Wrestling and WWE Productions. James Hebert. James, happy AEW Dynamite 200. How are you tonight?
I am doing good, brother. I am just chilling. I just logged into your Sling, and we are enjoying 200, baby. 200, baby.
Woo! Can you believe
200,
it?
baby. Woo!
200 episodes to finish. This company, this brand, this stage brought to us October 2nd, 2019, and what it has pushed itself through, challenged itself to thrive and survive and grow and elevate and expand. And here we stand tonight on August 2nd, 2023, celebrating 200 episodes of AEW Dynamite. What a ride!
It's been a hell of a ride. And hello, JJ.
And of course, without further ado, as again, I always like to bring the pre-show to the host too. He is also All Elite. He is the guy that tells you the story so eloquently. He is the renegade of All Elite Wrestling tonight. Founder, creator, cast of the 18 Studios, and one of the dads not always on wrestling, and the CEO too. JJ Williams. JJ, it is great to be along this ride with you tonight. How are you?
I am doing well, man. I'm kind of looking forward to this. And it's funny because a little over a year ago, I started to dip my toes into AEW, and I didn't know a whole lot. But here I am about a year later, and I'm excited for this, man. You know, I tried to go back and watch the videos on YouTube, all the little clips of debuts and title changes that AEW posted to kind of hype everybody up for this. Not going to lie, didn't get through them all. Too much other chaos going on in this house.
Right.
But just going back and watching even the first half hour of the first video and seeing, you know, Hijo win the women's title, seeing SCU become the first tag champs, seeing the formation of the inner circle, and realizing that Sammy Guevara has been next to Jericho from day one, basically. Mm-hmm. And here we are tonight where he's across the ring from Jericho. And could this be the final nail in the coffin, and Sammy Guevara getting his freedom from the Ayatollah of rock and roll, the Ocho as he's now known?
Well, not even just Sammy, but Daniel Garcia also.
Right, but Garcia wasn't there in the inner circle. Sammy was.
That's fair. That's fair.
Exactly.
You know, watching the debut of Brody Lee and his introduction promo, and just like, dude, how did I miss this? This was freaking awesome. I almost slipped and said the other F word, which, you know, that's the whole reason we ran that 4-minute, 50-second opening video. So if we came right on and just dropped it, we were good. We were in the clear.
Right.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, like, I am stoked for this show. You know, every match looks like it's got a potential to be a classic. You've got the face-to-face with Jack Perry and Jerry Lynn, which Jeff brought up a great point with the rumored matches that are being talked about for All In.
Right.
You know, Jerry Lynn have this face-to-face and tell Jack Perry that his opponent is going to be one of Jerry Lynn's greatest rivals.
That would be dope. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to jump out of my chair if he shows up tonight.
I would love it if Van Dam came back. That's a hell of a swan song.
Right? Now, if Katie Forbes comes along with him on for the ride, I'm sure James will have something else to say about that.
That's a swan song.
I don't know if James could handle all that. Natalia Markova and Katie Forbes on the same weekend.
Yeah, man.
I think that might make James spontaneously combust.
Just it might be. Well, inappropriate, JJ.
It's Wednesday night. That's
that could be a whole lot of things.
Well, again, this is professional wrestling, damn it. This is what it's all about. Shout out to everybody out there in the chat. Again, folks, please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, super chat this man at Castlane Studios. If you want to dictate the conversation, bring us your favorite moments, your favorite rising stars, wrestlers for the ages, your matches, your promos, your takeaways. We love to hear it. We're going to be talking All Elite Wrestling all night long, at least through the show and up to it. Shout out to Will, King Mike, 25 Perez, Nathan Banks. Good to see you all. We got people from the UK. We got people, of course, right here. Some people who may have wanted to go to the show tonight, but looks like they're going to stick around and engage with us and watch on TV, and we appreciate that. And Nathan, I think you already know the answer. I am forever All Elite. Been along this journey of what even was AEW before it was conceived since All In originally in Chicago. That being said, JJ, that was a great preview of tonight, and I love that story of your fandom into All Elite Wrestling. You didn't come in the beginning, but you found your way into it, and you've been along for one hell of a ride, and now you wonder, wow, I missed all this beforehand? Yeah, and to think, this company thrived in its early stages in front of nobody through a damn pandemic and still gave us an organic weekly product every week.
Absolutely.
Respect.
You know, all the major companies had to do that. You know, you had the Thunderdome era for WWE. You had Daly's Plaza for AEW. You had to deal with what Impact was dealing with. You know, I don't know where they were broadcasting from.
I think they were right out of Nashville.
They were broadcasting from Skyway Studios. But the thing I like about AEW, we didn't know if they could do it and how they were going to do it. And the fact that they still had an organic audience, not virtually. They didn't do a single virtual thing. That was truly an interesting thing to see myself because, I acknowledge the Thunderdome. Impact Wrestling had nobody but some pipe noise that wasn't overpiped as much as WWE is nowadays. But AEW, they tried to keep it as organic as possible, pyro, commentators, and a real audience of the actual talent involved on different sides. Truly a heel-face dynamic. I thought that was brilliant. But that being said, I know I've talked a lot. James, I saw your hand. I'm sorry. What do you want to say about AEW Dynamite tonight and your ride?
Well, there's a couple things. One that's not related to Dynamite. First off, JJ, as far as spontaneously combusting, I might be a simp, but I'm not that fucking weak. So there's that F-bomb. Secondly,
ding!
Yeah,
under the 13-minute mark.
Yeah, there you go. We're good. We're in the clear. We're way in the clear now. I made it past the 10-minute mark. The old YouTube, old YouTube standard. Woo-hoo!
High score, JJ. Make sure you timestamp that. See if we actually can beat it next time.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no. Second thing, obviously that I wanted to bring up is, in general, the fact that Dynamite, you know, this is the flagship show that started the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the fact that, you know, say what you want to about all the programming, because not all of it's great, because sometimes, especially Rampage lately, goddamn. But the fact that they had another hour show after that, and another 2-hour show following that, due to the success of this show, I think that says it all right there. The fact that they've kind of gone long with 2 YouTube shows as well, you know, giving opportunities to just about everybody, introducing all of us collectively to a whole bunch of new talent, giving limelight not only to themselves but to other wrestling companies, I think has been the biggest strong suit of Dynamite since it's been around. Like, here's a great example. When the Forbidden Door started and they brought Impact aboard it, that was a shocker to the entire system.
Right.
Nobody expected that Impact would work on national TV again. And the fact that AEW gave them that platform, gave them that audience and exposure, to the point where now a lot of people that have tuned out of Impact are now back in the game of Impact. They know what they're doing. You look at AAA, nobody knew who Vikingo was. And Vikingo's one of the best luchadors to ever come out of AAA since Rey Mysterio Jr. He's so good. And the fact that he's there, you know, producing bangers. He produced a banger Saturday night on Collision. You know, what a freaking match that was. And then you look at all the things that they've done, like, outside of their own walls, but particularly in Dynamite, just New Japan exposure, DDT exposure, GCW exposure. Nick Gage coming in. Like, this is really, I kind of go by, I like variety in wrestling, and AEW to me, even through all of its trials and tribulations, for real, I think it's always been at the heart of it, the hodgepodge of professional wrestling, the great American melting pot of pro wrestling. That's what it is.
I think Cody Rhodes said it perfectly in his very first promo on his journey to Full Gear 2019. This is Ellis Island for a wrestler. This is freedom.
Yes, and freedom is damn good. And you really consider as well, had that freedom not been there for another huge, giant place to work, the wrestling industry would not be nearly as popular as it is right now.
Absolutely.
And for the workers, it means more opportunities for them to get better paycheck, better money, and better pushes all around. WWE saw what AEW was doing as far as how much they're paying them, how much they're pushing them on TV. It's like, okay, we kind of need to step up our game here. Took them a bit, took them a couple of years, but they eventually started doing it. And now people are making big time money. Yeah. And more money means better benefits for the workers. That's good for me. That's why I'm glad that AEW's made it for 200 episodes. And that's what we celebrate tonight.
And
more so than just the show itself.
As far as I'm concerned, they're still just getting started. But again, you look at what has been accomplished by this stage, who has been able to grow, present, showcase, get that opportunity, even if it was a one-off. It really is an amazing thing. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter where you are in the fandom, but you appreciate what you're seeing and what it is actually bringing. And again, AEW, if nothing else, has been more of another stage of global opportunity. And it all comes down to the mecca of this company, AEW Dynamite, in the beginning.
Yeah, I do like the question, go ahead. We always talk about the glory days of wrestling, and the glory days of wrestling to some people means the 80s and Crockett versus WWF. But I think when people our age talk about the glory days of wrestling, we always talk about the Attitude Era.
Bar none.
And I've said it a few times before, we are in another golden age like that, where WWE is still the top promotion, regardless of what people want to say and how certain internet journalists want to crap on it. They will forever be the number one. AEW is WCW. And I do not mean anything ill by that, because a lot of people hear WCW and they think about 98, 99, 2000 when WCW was sinking.
Yeah.
And kind of turning into WWE light.
Right.
I mean nothing ill by that, but they are a very strong number 2 promotion.
Yeah,
Impact Wrestling is kind of like the ECW. They're the little engine that could. They're the promotion that you only get in certain markets on a certain channel. And if you have that certain cable or satellite provider that gets that channel, then you can watch it.
Right.
Ring of Honor is back, granted under the Tony Khan umbrella, but Ring of Honor is back and still doing things. And then, like you said, you've got New Japan, you've got AAA, you've got all the other independent promotions, big, small, and in between. We are in another, boom period for the business. And to your point, we would not be here if Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and the Bucks hadn't taken that chance.
Right.
So, quite literally, my hat is off to them. Y'all see, I'm not wearing a hat tonight. My hat is off to those guys for taking a chance,
Yep.
It takes a lot of balls to do something like that.
Well, I mean, good old JM says it perfectly. It's not hard to book. It's hard to finance. To do something like this, you need a hell of a wallet. I couldn't think of a bigger wallet than a freaking billionaire family that owns a football team. So the fact of the matter that this random moment out of nowhere, where if this didn't happen, you could have had the elite in WWE. And it was really a time-sensitive thing, apparently. The fact that this happened led to that rally, led to Las Vegas, led to 2019 Double or Nothing, and grew into this. And where we are now is surreal, to say the least.
And to add to that as well, like, you had the money already, but you had to have a lot of balls and a lot of foresight to know how profitable this was going to be. That's another thing that I think gets so lost on people. Like, they had the cash flow. Yeah, granted, they were always going to have that with Shahid Khan helping out every now and again, I'm sure. But the fact that Tony Khan took the inheritance that his dad gave him and then profited 10 times that amount with this product, dude, that can't be understated. Like, that takes some serious balls and foresight.
In 4 years with global partnerships and showcasing, and the fact that Warner Bros. Discovery has given them even more TV time since, where you got 2 more stages, Rampage and Collision.
Yeah, and I think, and I could be wrong in my time frame here, because well documented that I wasn't watching during that time, but to both of you, because I know the black and gold was your NXT.
Yes.
When did they start to stop putting focus on signing the hot independent wrestler and turn to working into the WWE farm system? Because I feel like it might line up about the same point in time where AEW really started to get their ball rolling, because you
Yeah.
about how
Yeah, it was.
they got so many names from the indie circuit because WWE was focusing on their farm system at that point, bringing up the Braun Breakers and whatnot.
I can answer that question
Go
easily.
ahead,
it was during the final years of the black and gold era. Absolutely,
Okay.
It was the final years. When they moved the fucking show from USA or to USA from the WWE network, that was the nail in the coffin. You knew it was done right then and there. That's not to say the shows were awful, because there were great shows on the USA Network all the way up until the pandemic happened. Because there were classic shows. I'm not going to deny that.
No.
But you could already see the writing on the wall, because that meant Vince had already gotten his grubby paws on what he wanted to do with NXT, number one. Number two, the minute he put that on the USA Network, a lot of people were hesitant on ever signing with NXT, because NXT was supposed to be the little engine that build to the future, but also let the individual wrestler and worker be themselves.
Mm-hmm. They were supposed to be that super indie kind of comparable to Ring of Honor.
Exactly. Yes. You nailed it.
That got completely stripped away from them when it came to NXT. And it was already getting stripped away by NXT TakeOver New York, because the following Raw after the Viking Raiders, the Viking Experience.
Please don't bring that up, please.
That was a thing. That's what the Viking Raiders were going to be called. They were originally the War Raiders, which was a way better name. Still,
that's what they originally were called when they were IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
Thank you. So anyway, I say that because it was already kind of going downhill by that point. When AEW launched its television deal, they had the super indie feel with a WWE-style television budget. Granted, with a few kinks that they still had to work out, but still vibrant, bright, energetic, whole sold-out arena. The minute that show happened, every indie guy wanted to go there. That's when the tide turned, right around 2019, probably right around the pandemic, especially. And NXT.
When you consider NXT had NXT TakeOver Portland before the pandemic, that opened with like Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic for the NXT North American Championship, and you consider that AEW was going into their first pay-per-view, AEW Revolution after Full Gear, headlined by freaking Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega and Heyman Page versus the Young Bucks, still one of the greatest tag team matches of all time, held up with its emotional journey. Basically, right before the pandemic, it was the turn of the tides. What we got here? Thoughts on AEW Collision getting 739,000 viewer rating. Wow, that's a lot. For a Saturday night, I think, again, we got prime time professional wrestling, mostly live, mostly at times.
That's really good.
Saturday nights, that in this day and age, that's very good in my opinion. Again, I'm not really a numbers guy, because at the end of the day, the numbers doesn't fully justify everything. Because as long as it's still on your screen every week and you have a chance to engage in the product, that's all that should really matter. But if it's getting more attention than even the promoters originally didn't expect to a degree, then that's a beautiful thing. I just don't think you need to go to Twitter about it every week.
Absolutely. We've discussed multiple times on Open Mic Night about how ratings aren't judged the same way anymore. I would say anything over 500,000 views for a Saturday night based on the original Nielsen ratings, I'd say that's really good for AEW Collision. Right. Especially with NFL football going to be starting preseason here this week. Thursday is the first game.
Oh boy, here we go.
College football tends to play on Saturday more than NFL, so the only thing they'd really be competing with is college. And no disrespect to college football fans, they don't do the ratings that the NFL does. So it is what it is, because it's just not the college fans aren't near as passionate as the NFL fans.
No.
it's just like an indie promotion versus one of the main companies. You know, you're going to find your fans in that city that represent that school that are going to go, but worldwide doesn't give a shit.
No.
Right. But to be fair, I think there is worldwide recognition for AEW as of right now.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, again, you see they branched out to these international stages for their pay-per-views. They recently got a deal, I think, with Australia, and of course, the deal they made with New Japan, where they literally broadcast Dynamite and Rampage, and I think Collision now on a weekly basis to the fans over in Japan now. Part of NGW World, I think, is also a very cool deal. We saw the commentary team that does that very work at Forbidden Door this year. I really hope Forbidden Door next year goes to the Tokyo Dome. I really want to see that happen. And include Stardom. Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
if there's one, while we're talking about the greatness of reaching this, let's also be realistic here. There's still one common thing amongst the entire industry not named Impact Wrestling, even AEW, despite the fact Jade and you've even admitted it. They have the potential with their talent, quite more so than WWE outside NXT. They still don't understand how to do women's booking properly. I really hope that Hikaru and Toni Storm is actually the main event, because it feels like the biggest match in the show, in my opinion. Because Hikaru was the champion of the people when there were no people. I think she deserves to actually have her moment in front of the people and her run with it.
Yeah. And we've been sitting here for the last 30 minutes. It's about 2 minutes till we get ready to go live with the show, give or take.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to stop the praise for just a moment and say, if there's anything I would like to see a change of going forward for AEW, it's the way they present talent. You know, Tony Khan, and we've discussed this again on Open Mic Night, but this is a different forum or across more channels. Tony Khan needs to stop the mentality that everybody that is tuning in on a weekly basis knows who this random guy from New Japan or AAA is. We need to start getting to some of those WWE-esque video packages where we can tease these stars for a couple of weeks so that when they make their appearance for the first time, we have that connectivity to the talent.
I understand.
I would say that is probably the one place that AEW, whether it's Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, pay-per-view, whatever, that they seriously lack in, is they assume we know who Vikingo is.
Right.
They assume that we know who Ospreay is, who Okada is.
Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah, and granted, I've learned quite a bit about those guys. Thanks a lot to you guys, and then from tuning in week after week and seeing the shows. But I had no idea who those guys were until they appeared on my TV. Until I asked you guys. Yeah, until you started giving the history lessons, much as you did masterfully this past week on the Great American Bash watch along with people like Ilya Dragunov and Gallus, etc.
I tried.
We did get a couple of super chats before we start.
Please do.
Big G sent in $20, says, thank God football is back, but I digress. Here's to the 200th episode of AEW, which Big Baller has been to a plethora of times.
My brother.
Hashtag All Elite. That's right. You were there when Jeff Jarrett debuted, good sir.
Oh, God.
Yes, you were.
And then Ratnick with a $20 super chat says, thanks for the content, fellas. You are absolutely welcome. King Mike said that he agreed with me about the video packages. And by my TV, we are live, gentlemen. So I'm going to go into the production studio. You'll see me for the Jeff Jarrett match. Take it away.
Alrighty.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the JMN Multiverse of Media for it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. AEW Dynamite is live across all airways, and me and James Hebert are here to give you our play-by-play coverage and thoughts on tonight's 200th milestone episode. This is AEW Dynamite, and we're kicking things off with the Ultra Chris Jericho, who will be in tag team action for the first time ever, tagging alongside Konosuke Takeshita, where the question still is unknown. Will he join the Don Callis family? To everybody who's watching, please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, give it a thumbs up. Super chat, it's as simple as that. If you want to dictate the conversation, let us know your overall thoughts, moments, takeaways, not just from the night, but in the history of AEW Dynamite, as we're here for you for this entire 2-hour ride. James, again, man, it's been a pleasure since day one. We are here 200 episodes later. You ready to go tonight?
I'm ready to go, man. And you know what? You want to talk about some history here. I mean, we got a lot of history as far as these two are concerned. And specifically when you're considering Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho. Dynamite episode 1, Sammy Guevara was a part of the Inner Circle. The amount of carnage they would unleash together was insurmountable. They would raise more chaos in the Jericho Appreciation Society. Both of Jericho's groups, Sammy Guevara was an instrumental part of, and now he's not even in his own group. He's fighting against them tonight.
Yeah, it's a hell of a retrospective when you think about the sex gods and the amount of memes and content they made. But there's one constant AEW with the Ocho. You got to have a Judas sing-along. And there it is, loud and proud.
What are they saying? Where are they at in the song?
Sammy Guevara.
Oh, so, all right. Well, I'm not at Sammy Guevara.
No, don't worry.
No, I'm at Sammy Guevara.
the drop to Sammy Guevara. We got the heel and face tunnels, the original setback tonight. I like that little touch. As Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara, who are 2023 Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament finalists. Stop wooing, you idiot! Freaking face MJF Baby at Blood and Guts, but came up short. And ever since then, Sammy Guevara more so has been questioning Chris Jericho, I feel, than Daniel Garcia, who's, of course, also coming short after facing Katsuyori Shibata for Ring of Honor Pure Championship. And let's not forget about the moments and the amount of turmoil that Sammy Guevara has had in his AEW Dynamite history. Day one, Daniel Garcia, of course, joined, like you said, Chris Jericho's second family, the Jericho Appreciation Society, and has developed the sports entertainment character ever since. The first time ever, by the way, that Chris Jericho and Konosuke Takeshita are retiring together. For those that don't know, that are tuning in for the first time, Konosuke Takeshita is a proud prospect of the DDT Pro promotion across the world, former 5-time KOD heavyweight champion, and currently right now is under the learning tree of Don Callis. Former running mate with Kenny Omega as the bell rings, and we are underway in our opening contest here on AEW Dynamite 200. Let's hear it for Robbie Evers, by the way.
Yeah, Bell hasn't run for me.
I got you. Don't worry. Just let me know.
Okay, yeah.
And again, Daniel Garcia, he was once known as the most technical wrestler, now calls himself the most technical sports entertainer after beating Bryan Danielson and turning his back on him too, and joining the Jericho Appreciation Society. Jericho Appreciation Society now has been part of AEW since AEW Revolution last year after Jericho lost to Eddie Kingston. You got the bell ring, bro?
Shove. Bell rang ages ago. I'm seeing chops now. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, man. Again, I'm just getting about to better content about tie up or kicks me off, and we got a side headlock here. Again, Sammy Guevara has also been involved with Chris Jericho for gold when he previously challenged Jericho. Nice show out there in a kip up for the Ring of Honor World Championship last year at AEW Full Gear in a Fatal 4-Way. Sammy Guevara has yet to have any gold beyond the TNT Championship. Speaking of champions, we will hear from AEW World Champion MJF once again. 5 years, apparently, to AEW. Will face Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal. And the Ring of Honor World Tag Champions will be on the line as Aussie defends against Hijo, Vikingo, and Komander. And, of course, the AEW Women's World Champions on the line as Toni Storm defends the gold against Hikaru Shida. All that and so much more ahead tonight on AEW Dynamite 200. We got a chop affair going on here. And the thing about this that really surprises me, James, went for the clothesline. I'll hold that flat. Oh, God, with a jumping knee. Chris Jericho, he was the inaugural champion for AEW. He, in a way, is a flagship bearer for this company that helped plant the flag in the ground outside the Elite and Cody Rhodes. An Irish whip up there. Danny and Sammy taken down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sync with you, bro.
There you go. There's a pose. Take a picture. Y'all good, man. Again, Konosuke Takeshita has not been tagged yet into this match. There's a waist lock by Daniel Garcia. Off! Big chop. Now we got a chop exchange with Garcia and Jericho. I feel like Daniel Garcia is an underappreciated long-term story. When it comes to stop moving, you idiot! Comes to his freaking result in AEW. I hate that so much.
I was right there, too.
The arm wringer. And the woo again. The most powerful move, apparently, in AEW. What the hell? And right now, Daniel Garcia might be challenging Konosuke Takeshita to get into this match, but not yet here. And there's a bird. Tag to Konosuke. And James, you talked about firsthand the power behind this guy.
Yeah.
He knocked out Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah, he walloped him.
Garcia right now. Again, wooing. Konosuke almost took his head off there. Back elbow strike, Irish whip, counter, off the ropes. Does the clothesline. Konosuke catches with the explosive speed this man gets with a flying clothesline. Takes Garcia off his feet. Oh, God. And there's that shot you were talking about.
Oh, jeez. I was right there again.
2 count.
I'm trying. No, I just paused for like half a second, bro. I'm sorry. I can't sync anymore.
Match. As he brings him over, Tad to Jericho. Again, don't worry, folks. We will give you coverage of AEW All In as they go All In London, August 27th. Apparently, we're supposed to learn more matches about that too, I think, or more information.
I believe we are, yeah.
Nice
yeah, I just seen the back. Yeah, okay, so one more second and we should be all right.
Come on, the cover. There's a 1 count.
Yeah, 1 count.
Yeah, good, man.
Sorry about that.
No,
I was just trying. I was trying to sync. I was trying to sync like crazy.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's good to do it in the opener. Oh man, clubbing shot. Matt Helms, good to see you as well. And shout out to ATW, All Elite Beretta from ATW since day 1 as well. The KING King, fireman the Darn about Show Productions. Nice stalling vertical suplex.
Nice stalling vertical by Jericho and just blowing a kiss to the crowd, taunting.
If anyone should have been on here at some point to talk about AEW, it's definitely that guy. I'm definitely gonna have to get him on Spark sooner. Just having an all-elite conversation with him and all the retrospective.
I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
And maybe James, you, me, and Kim will get together and do that. Oh,
yeah, for sure. We'll get Zero on too.
Spark. Take to be determined.
Yeah, for sure.
And Jericho right now just paintbrushing Garcia. Garcia having none of it. Garcia fighting back hard. Garcia brought in with 2.0. Matt Menard's partner. Don Callis getting involved.
Don Callis.
That
look at that.
virus in AEW. Oh,
wow. I'm really surprised that Jericho took that advantage, you know.
And our opening contest, folks, will continue in restaurant quality. Picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere. Again, we're kicking things off strong here with this tag contest, but the ultimate question is not only what is the future of the Jericho Society, but will Chris Jericho join the Don Callis family? And still to come tonight, Jack Perry will go face-to-face with ECW legend Jerry Lynn. Jack Perry, our new FTW champion, after not only installing the title, but the legacy of ECW itself. I really think that's not going to be a match, but I do think it's going to get physical. And right now, again, we are in picture as he gives the Winnipeg salute to the cameraman. Yep, and King pointing out, JJ knows, keep an eye on that Jack Perry and Jerry Lynn. Oh, man, what a drop kick.
Yeah, double boot just sends Jericho right to the floor. Daniel Garcia now trying to crawl to the tag here.
Sammy Guevara, a 3-time TNT champion. Daniel Garcia has yet to hold on AEW. There's a tag to Konosuke Takeshita. Once the biggest baby face, now the ultimate villain. Oh, the clubbing shot takes Sammy Guevara off the corner. Again.
And just that alone, like the viciousness of Konosuke Takeshita's elbow strikes, you could tell how disciplined he is when it comes to his striking ability.
I mean, again, if you're going to be a 5-time KOD champion endorsed by Kenny Omega, you're going to have a mean right hook or a strong spirit.
Real quick,
dark spirit.
Real quick pause and an unpause, by the way, because we're pretty much synced otherwise.
And right now, looks like he might be going for a Cobra twist. Ooh, and keeping him again close to the corner. And look at Jericho taking advantage outside of the division with the stretch.
So much for the Jericho Appreciation Society, huh?
Well, I mean, you heard what Ty Mello and Anna Jay said to Chris Jericho last week. By the way, congrats to Ty Mello on becoming a mommy, and glad that the baby seems to be going the right way. Aubrey. How much has Aubrey and Jericho been at odds ends, by the way, too? Mean backbreaker there. And there's a tag.
Well, I actually didn't. So what happened between Ty and Anna?
So last week we saw the Jericho Society confront Chris Jericho in the locker room, basically saying that you need to make a choice here because while we appreciate you, there seems to really not be any appreciation for us. So figure it out. And they all walked out on him. Matt Menard being the last one to walk out on him. After Chris Jericho asked, you think this is easy for me? Matt Menard says, yeah, it is easy. Figure it out fast. And we are back here on AEW Dynamite as Chris Jericho and Derek Garcia, the two legal men, are opening tag contest.
Nice Netfed's chop just lowers Daniel Garcia Yeah, Jericho is definitely is not appreciated by any means by his own group.
I mean, again, when you're aligned in any capacity of communication with Don Callis, there's no appreciation for anybody.
Ooh.
Oh man! Garcia going in like a rabid dog as Jericho takes him down, and Jericho off of the second rope looking for the lion. Suck it!
Oh, double knees! Double knees by Daniel.
Yeah, but I think Jericho's knees connected to Garcia as well on that, so I'm not sure who got the worst on it.
That's fair.
Garcia, though, trying to reach out for the tag to Sammy Guevara. You see Don Callis again taking advantage a moment ago. You got to wonder what's going through the invisible hand's mind. There's a tag to Konosuke. Tag to Sammy. Whoa, man, high cross body. The
there we go.
Energy and athleticism of Sammy Guevara, known as one of the pillars of this brand, of this company. Like you said, the very first match he was involved in was against Cody Rhodes. In fact, it was the very first match in AEW Dynamite history. And now Sammy Guevara, once again, looking to fly up and over. What a tornado! Wipes out Takeshita, but Takeshita, I believe, is the legal man, if I remember correctly. Gotta watch out for Floyd the baseball bat. A little bit of Latino heat!
Frog splash.
Frog splash connects. Cover 2, and Jericho breaks it up. That was close.
Yeah, that was close.
Of course, we've seen Jericho and Sammy at ends since after Double or Nothing, James, when Sammy basically was figuring, I need to make some changes, and Darby Allin interjected himself in that conversation.
Wow. Uh-oh, Blue Thunder Bomb.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. Blue Thunder Bomb connects. Oh, not going for the cover, though. Immediately looking to turn him over, maybe into the walls of Jericho? Or the Lion Saber?
Looks like it.
The knee on the back of the head. High angle variation there.
Jesus.
He's
this
cranking
is horrible.
hard. Up kick, though.
Oh, wait a minute.
Corner Jericho.
There you go.
Wow, man. Beautiful Spanish fly. Cover, hook of the near leg. A 2 count only.
Well, I'm just seeing the 2 count. Try to unpause. Unpause. Quick.
I got you. And right now, Sammy, missed the chop. And you gotta watch out for that Jews effect, that spinning back elbow strike that Chris Jericho has used since day one. That was the very one that became mega. Inside cradle. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do think they got good chemistry, Mark. It's an interesting young dynamic. And Derek Garcia was first put under a mentorship role under Sammy Guevara by Chris Jericho. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, real quick. No, sorry. Another pause and then unpause quick because this thing is such a pain in the butt to sync.
You know, Chris Jericho's had a rough 2023, James, if we're being perfectly honest here. Breaker!
Oh, shoot!
Intercepted, Derek Garcia. Here's the hook in the near leg. 2 count only. I mean, you think about Chris Jericho at Revolution, he lost to Ricky Starks. He lost to Action Andretti. He's also lost out against Adam Cole. He has not had a great 2023, despite the fact he came into AEW Dynamite as the first ever AEW champion. Jericho laying in those heavy chops. Wow, man! What a flying kick, cover 2, and Konosuke breaks it up. And I don't know yet, Marcus. Just a heads up, folks. Be courteous, of course. But in ring action, you want to do the conversation suggested with that. You don't necessarily need to use all caps. I understand people like to use like all caps for like attention, but more honestly, it's just clutter. And Sammy, who's feeling local, up on the top rope, shooting star press to the floor. Wipes up Konosuke. We're down to 2 legal men in the ring. You all right, James? You're being quiet here, bro. Oh, Juice.
Yeah, boot to the head. Try to go for the Juice back.
The schoolboy. Oh,
I'm trying to sync so bad. It's so unsynced.
Double leg right now. Might be looking for the
Red Death. Going for Red Death.
And
he's got it. Red Death sharpshooter applied.
Oh, wait. What Don Callis doing?
Don Callis. No. Right to the back of the head.
He hit him for the baseball bat in the back of the head.
And I don't think, you know what? I don't even think Jericho appreciates that. Look at that.
Yeah, talk about appreciation. Who really appreciates who in this match? Jericho looks shocked. Again, why would anyone want to work with Don Callis? But Chris Jericho, again, got to take advantage. Cover, 2. And Jericho and Konosuke win. And again, James, you did say he may not appreciate it, but at the end of the day, Jericho got the win. Pop, great to see you, and I appreciate your support.
I don't think he's happy with this.
No, he looks a bit disappointed. I mean, if this is what awaits Chris Jericho if he joins the Don Callis family, I would quickly put myself up for adoption.
Yeah, and he's really upset. Like, I don't think that's a victory he's happy with.
Well, Chris Jericho again, as Konosuke laughs in Sammy and Garcia's face. And we wonder again, what is the state of the Jericho Society? What is the future of Jericho? Let's go ahead and turn face backstage with Tony Khan.
Again.
At least they didn't talk about his announcement.
We're celebrating 200 episodes of AEW Dynamite tonight.
Yes.
We're also celebrating an
Important milestone. That's true. There's the biggest show of the year. Near 80,000 people. Does the man blink? I worry about him sleeping. Say what you will about this man, but this man's wallet, this man's vision, this man's passion brought us to this point. Thank you, Tony Khan. Oh, that was
okay. Nice. This is actually a good one because. Okay.
Oh, I miss JR's voice. Again, Dynamite, AEW, a revolution, an alternative, a different spectacle. 200 episodes later, countless moments, incredible emotional engagements, wild ass promo segments, crazy hit and runs, insane entrances, unique firsts, and every week in some capacity brought us something different. And whether it's Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday even, James, there is no denying what AEW Dynamite has brought us in 200 weeks.
Fair enough. Sorry,
I saw that match live, Cody and freaking Sammy Guevara, and that ladder-to-ladder cutter. My God. Hey, Cleaver, good to see you, my friend. One of the most emotional tributes we've ever seen, where the world stood together in a state of humility for 2 hours to honor the late, great Brody Lee. And freaking Shaq coming through a table by Cody Rhodes. Blood and guts, the most violent match brought to this stage in the era of live professional wrestling. Grand Slam that still left us with Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson unsettled. The world learned what it means to scissor together. We got a freshly squeezed All-Atlantic champion. We honored them, boy, and welcomed them other boy in. Again, you could talk about what AEW has given us all night. And as far as I'm concerned, we're just getting started.
Exactly.
Thank you, AEW Dynamite. As we go now to full commercial, I would like to switch gears here and throw it to a little bit of an advertisement of our own for you here. Right there, sir. All the wrestling, all the professional wrestling, and sports entertainment. Right here on the Championship Network, Multiverse Media, live watch-along events specials. You see what's come up ahead, and on behalf of the producers here behind the scenes, we like to thank all of you across the entire Championship Multiverse Media who are tuning in to our coverage, conversation, reactions, and play-by-play. Again, we appreciate all of you that's been for the ride, not just for the night, but for the entire time. Just like Dynamite, we're not letting up anytime soon. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, hit the thumbs up, give it a super chat, give it a super sticker, super chat, as simple as that if you want to dictate the conversation. Matthew, it's okay to have a hot take like that, man, but yeah, Aubrey is Aubrey, and at the end of the day, you can't call what you don't see. Aw, and Jade is missed, at least by the Renegade, because he misses that bitch. So, again, we'll see that title defended on Collision, as Chris Statler would defend that against Mercedes Martinez. Should be a very interesting bout as we're still here on the full commercial. And again, King Mike with a Judas in my mind. Non-copyright, damn it. Non-copyright. Again, I've been to Dynamite. I've been to Rampage. I saw Danhausen make his freaking debut against Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy live at Beach Break. James, have you been to an AEW like Dynamite show at all yourself?
No, not yet. I'm hoping at some point I can go. It's just right now the finances don't allow it, but
Absolutely.
definitely plan on trying to go next year with the boys if we can.
Yeah.
Definitely down.
I don't know if necessarily I'm going to go next week, but I'm going to try maybe for Collision Saturday in Cleveland in September. But again, as I always like to say, priorities before passions. I was there for the surprise return of Adam Cole. Betty. Ah, yes, the returns. Whether it was Adam Cole, whether it was Bryan Danielson, whether it was Keith Lee, whether it was Malachi Black, whether it was Matt Hardy, and of course the forever exalted one, Brody Lee. So many. As we go backstage now, Renee Paquette with Chris Jericho. Uh-oh. Oh, Matt Menard's pissed. Oh. Matt Menard saying Chris Jericho there's a mandatory meeting next week. Uh-oh. I think, James, you just found out pretty much your timeline to the answers we're seeking.
Here's the thing, though. Jericho's acted like he was upset before.
True that.
So can you really trust him?
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I also can trust that this Spin Symphony is going to lead to drama as we welcome in our new FTW champion, Jack Perry. Again, you heard what Jack Perry said last week. He was literally degrading what ECW was, what ECW brought forward, and that title for whatever it's worth in its perspective and its vision, of course, created by Taz himself. And I don't know, JJ. I mean, again, it could be the final nail in the proverbial coffin. You talk about it all the time. Christopher Rotz, good to see you. Charisma Vacuum Perry, and the crowd goes mild. Damn. Well, his music's louder than the crowd, if that tells you anything. Again, it's one of those fans, you don't respect history, you disrespect the legacy. You're going to, cause the wrong type of people to react. And we heard Jerry Lynn last week as we'll see how combustible this face-to-face is about to be. Or should I say extreme? Oh, boy. We haven't seen Hook since either. Oh, well. God. Again, no respect for Tony Schiavone. No respect.
Can we give him the microphone one time and not have him? Like, the only one that ever fucking respects him, the fact that he has the mic is Punk.
Right? He's calling him out. Take your butt kicking like a man.
Take your ass kicking like a man. Dude, he's retired.
Yeah, well, again, you've seen, James, what has happened to pull a person out for one more match. Jerry Lynn, though, cutting the music off, microphone in hand. Again, former Ring of Honor World Champion. That's why he's a lot of the, board members of Ring of Honor.
I just got to point out, can we go back to the colorful background Dynamite-wise? I like it.
I agree.
Makes it stand out.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Jerry Lynn with the hotline? What the hell?
Whoa! No. That's very true. Called a good friend of mine. What? No. Happened to wrestle ACW. Happens to still wrestle today.
Do it.
What?
Come on, baby.
What? I hear the chants.
You
got me fucking kidding me!
Holy shit! He's coming out!
Fuck?
He's coming out the pyramid! He's coming out the pyramid!
The whole effing show! Rob Van Dam is in All Elite Wrestling!
Oh
holy
my
hell!
God, dude! He's coming
AEW champion.
Oh my
RVD
God!
is back. Oh,
Dude, I can't believe he's going out to fucking. Ah!
I've had my moment tonight. Oh, wow. And he does still wrestle to this day.
The
I mean,
fact
James, he
that
never held that
Toni-
title, but he is the living incarnate of ECW. Embodiment, excuse me.
Dude.
Jet Perry wants none of it. The kid's going to run away for now.
I think we got our first match for All in London.
I think you're right, and I hope it's official.
Either that or All Out. I'm cool with either or, man. Holy shit. They got 2 pay-per-views to book, don't forget. Goddamn.
I would sing, but it's not copyright here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Van Dam is in All Elite Wrestling.
Rob.
The whole effing show.
Look at the shape this dude's in, bro.
Good
The dude
grief.
doesn't age. I mean, you can tell he's aged in the face,
Billy
but the
Gunn
body tells a
Billy
different
Gunn
story.
wasn't the only one with the fountain of youth, James, is what we learned here tonight.
Oh, shit!
Now. Whoa!
he almost got Van Daminated.
He almost took his head off. And you can see him sitting front row along those 2 young ladies.
Oh my God, those girls are freaking happy as hell. And
They're
then-
trying to get that.
No, one of them was about to be a human shield.
Oh, man. And Jack Perry realizing now who he's dealing with. This is not no washed up relic of the past. This is Rob Van fucking Dam. Oh, Jerry Lynn, thank you.
This is great. This is phenomenal.
Oh, man. As we continue to look ahead, what just happened here a moment ago, we look back at the past for the longest reigning AEW Women's World Champion in this company's history. Hikaru Shida, who won the belt, defended it, wore it, raised it proudly for the Beretta pandemic after beating Nyla Rose at Double or Nothing 2020. Previously faced and tagged alongside Toni Storm while holding the prize and not even having it. But now Toni Storm, with a new set of friends and a whole new attitude, looks to repeat history and keep Hikaru Shida from creating it. Toni Storm, who previously faced Hikaru Shida when she was AEW Interim Women's Champion. Back October 18th last year in Cincinnati, it was Toni Storm that won. Let's go down to the Deborah Yapper, Justin Roberts. Okay, up. Uh-oh. Well, we just got a definition of extreme in All Elite Wrestling. Get ready for a match of the sort. It's time for our triple threat anything goes match with these 3 AEW Dynamite Day 1 competitors. This is gonna be fun. I'm still hyping out. Yeah. Celebrating his 20th year of professional wrestling, one half of the best friends, Trent, who has not held any sort of gold, unfortunately, since 2018, but has been in some epic classes, including, James, that parking lot fight against Proud and Powerful.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest hardcore fights in wrestling history, man.
And they used everything imaginable in and out of every vehicle, as Trent was the one that got the win that night, and they rode up in Sue's minivan.
Yeah, and Sue flipped them off, don't forget. That's the best part of that whole thing. Real quick, I just want to point out, man, Zero's going nuts not only here, but in my Discord chat, bro. Just saying spit, walk.
Accurate.
Oh my God, that was one of the coolest. That was so freaking dope, man. Hold on. I gotta call Mike. For the record, by the way, he is appearing in WYW at some point with that exact song. So the fact that TK just, holy shit.
Oh, well. Anyway, as you continue talking about that, we got one half of the Lucha Birds here who has huge history with the best friends. Of course, the Lucha Brothers, previous AEW World Tag Team Champions, AEW Trios Champions, and the previous Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. They cost the Best Friends at Before Dishonor this year the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. And the Best Friends, since being a part of AEW, had a chance now at 4 different types of tag gold and have come up short. And then you have this wild thing that is a former AEW World Champion and the living incarnation of violence. Jon Moxley has arrived. And the over-under of bleeding 5 minutes or less, I think someone asked. I'm going to go with, because it's anything goes, under. One of the most incredible competitors to come into AEW and cause a paradigm shift back in AEW Double or Nothing 2019. And of course, last week, Wednesday, in Triple Threat Tag Team match, it was the Lucha Brothers that got the better of the Best Friends and Blackpool Combat Club as Jon Moxley was feuding over ringside with Orange Cassidy. Just chaos galore after the bell. And with the fact that anything goes here, I would not think that this Triple Threat is only going to be 3 people involved. This is faction warfare. The mild thing, he likes bleeding. Dang. Using Ken as a shield and yeah, he's a heel redneck. We all know that. Wow, that's all pursued by Trent immediately to Jon Moxley. Let's screw the bell. And Penta top pick hello to Trent.
Minute I'm done with the phone call, the action goes crazy, huh? Oh, Sling Blade. Spear.
What do you expect with these 3, James? And it's anything goes. Wow, Larry.
Lariat.
By Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley also, by the way, has a previous singles victory over Trent and over Penta.
Ooh, I like the new jacket, by the way, of Mox.
Okay, shop.aw.com. But actually,
I like that.
They're both just for me. Buy a shirt.
The penalty. I love that it's called the penalty box, by the way. Jesus Christ.
You're right. Just flying away. And Penta. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Hello! Whoa.
Big dog.
Again, we just had an ECW legend. This might become an ECW event. Out of the corner.
Uh-oh.
Bam! Trash can!
Pentagon El Zero Miedo says, fuck your life, bing bong.
Sammy indeed. Trent Beretta and Penta. Ace Crusher! Out of nowhere!
Yeah, great ass crusher. It almost looks like he turned it into a stunner in midair. And now it looks like Moxley's going for a weapon here.
Why is he going to look for a screwdriver?
Oh God. No.
Barbed wire 2x4 has come into play.
Yeah,
and Jon Moxley will be the one to bring that into the match. Why not?
Yeah, and of course the 2x4 is black, just like Moxley's soul. Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Super kick right
to
the gut.
And now Penta with the weapon in hand. Uh-oh. Well, there's that old saying, be careful what you bring in because it might be used against you. Bob and weave. It's midsection. A big chop here. That's
definitely that Randy Couture training of Moxley.
Oh! And what training is that with that backstabber by Penta?
I don't know, Carlito.
I spit in the face.
Oh my God! Rising knee strike. Running knee, Busaiku knee. Oh no! Using the trash can lid, but now he's getting paid. He's paying for it with the 2x4, and now his face is just getting grinded.
Who needs a cheese grater when you got a barbed wire 2x4? Trent Beretta might be the first one to actually bleed here, Matthew. I think you got beat. Usyk F chance rang out loud and proud.
Oh no, pile driver!
On the 2x4!
Oh jeez, and he may have just hurt his own his ass a little bit, but
he don't give a crap.
Yeah, he likes the pain, don't he?
Exactly. He thrives off it. He drinks blood, remember?
Jesus.
Oh
my God!
That top driver on the 2x4 with barbed wire to Jon Moxley's spine. Exposed spine, might I add.
Yeah, as Pentagon Jr. drags him out here, can we just talk about the ungodly strength that took for him to reposition Moxley just to land him accurately on that 2x4? That was ridiculous.
A 220-plus pound man by another 215-pound man. Exactly.
Yeah, he was already in motion for the Saedo and stopped it. That's the thing.
I can pause your TV for a second. While Penta and Alta Bajantes, the hype man, are rearranging the furniture, and ladies and gentlemen, Trent is bleeding first. I repeat, Trent is bleeding first.
Yeah, and now he just got a steel step shot right to the head.
Trent, of course, a previous challenger to the Ring of Honor Television Championship and Orange Cassidy's International Championship. While Penta goes up to the high risk district. Watch Moxley.
wait a minute.
Moxley. Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. And Moxley with that 2x4 with barbed wire again.
Oh,
no! Penta.
Oh, right into the mask. Oh, my God.
That definitely will freaking leave a mark, to say the least.
I think he left it in the mouth of Pentagon. Oh, no.
jeez. Trent's head busted open. And forehead.
Yeah, both ends, too.
Both men in precarious position, James. Trent looking to send John Moxley for a ride. Off the top rope. Might be going for... Oh, God!
Oh, superplex through the tables!
And our evening goes to a front match of absolute carnage. We'll continue, folks, in restaurant quality fucking picture-in-picture.
And now we got carnage everywhere. Everyone's down. Referee checking on him. We got a guy in him with a very nice looking mustache, but I don't know about the rest of the outfit.
That's what you want to talk about there.
Yeah,
See what John King with the Zero Miedo. Matthew, stand take long for Moxley and Barrett. Well, again, Matthew, it's a hot take. It all depends on what you like and what you don't like. I respect your opinion.
Listen, man.
Yeah, let's talk about this real quick. Even though they showed the replay of the superplex. Yeah, again, James, I sat down because I know I have to remain composed. You mark the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
For those that don't know, Robin Dam goes back to the birth of No DQ and the fandom of the Renegade J.J. Williams and good old J.M. Jeff Meacham. They've been to his freaking store that he's on, for Pete's sake, and has engaged this man on multiple occasions. Look at these pictures, folks. The pictures tell the story better than I ever could and better than Talk Wrestling ever could. And he truly is one of a kind.
It's so awesome that he's here in AEW. He's signed, by the way. I think the graphic came out while we were talking.
Did the graphic come out? King, if you hear me, man, get the graphic out in the AEW chat. So
Jesus!
And Penta just got brained by a trash can.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Penta, who adopted the Zero Miedo, he was literally trained in that art by Vampiro. Let's not forget his wars in Lucha Underground, James.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my gosh.
We got 2 more tables that have been introduced now. It looks it looks like Trent's playing his best version of Handyman right now.
Yeah, apparently didn't break enough wood on the outside. Oh, and Moxley.
Oh, wait a minute. There's Moxley finally back in after resting as long as he could after that horrific bump through the tables. Oh, going for a sleeper hold on Penta.
The Def Jitsu coming into play. Let's not forget the technical side that John Moxley also can exhibit, as we've seen countless times.
Yeah, as I said, he's got that deathmatch acumen for sure, but also trained with the likes of Randy Couture, Bryan Danielson, William Regal.
And then again, John Moxley beat Trent at AEW Homecoming in Daly's place, January 1st, 2020, I believe. While Penta faced John Moxley when he was AEW World Champion October 26th during the pandemic. But Trent just threw a trash can at John Moxley's spine.
Yeah, right on the upper back.
I got word that we have not had the All Elite graphic yet, so stay tuned, folks. We'll see if that becomes official. Thank you for that.
Hey, maybe it is a one-off, to be fair, but I wouldn't blame him either.
I mean, again, with how much you gotta pay him and Katie Forbes, I don't blame Tony Khan one bit, but it's a hell of a one-up. If that's the case.
Hey, I would pay as much as I could to have both of them on that TV if I was a promoter. I'm just saying.
All right, James. All right, calm down, bro. And Keith might say, "Hey, that's how I found out about No DQ like 10+ years ago." LOL. Oh, there you go. The more you know. And John Moxley right now, just wincing ways. We are back, folks. Again, this is AEW Dynamite's 200th episode. Our Triple Threat Anything Goes match with Penta, Sammy, John Moxley, and Trent squaring it out in the middle of the ring. And the only one bleeding, ironically, right now is Trent, right above the eyelid.
And he's the only one.
Busted open by Penta previous weeks ago.
Double super kick. Taking a page out of the Young Bucks playbook.
Oh,
and a super kick right to Trent following that.
I think I saw a tooth go flying.
Wait a minute.
And Penta once again looking for some high-risk offense. Tried for it earlier. John Moxley stopped him. Well, and Trent fighting back as well. Again, Trent, a workhorse. We call the best friends the workhorse of the pandemic, James. They still hold some of the highest number of wins as a tag team in AEW history, yet they have been unable to claim any sort of gold. And meanwhile, Penta might be looking for Lord. John Moxley right now just gathering his breath while Penta's hooking Trent up. Don't do this. Don't
Oh,
do this.
Jesus!
Destroyer through the damn table!
Oh my God, he's out.
Golly. And meanwhile,
Jesus.
Penta, whoa, stops the trap. A spear!
Oh, Jesus!
A shoulder block, excuse me, by John Moxley through Penta for the damn table set in the corner. Bryce Rensburg right now in a demolition derby.
Yeah, that was just a linebacker tackle by Moxley.
Accurate. Barbed wire, broken wood, trash cans. What else can be brought out here? Look at this. On his head through the damn table. That's going to destroy, excuse me, because it's Penta. And so far, I will say this, it's only been involving these three men. No other parties from anybody's team has gotten involved in this match, and John Moxley has a little black bag.
Yet.
Oh, boy. Well, we know that's one of two things, James.
Yet. And now here comes the thumbtacks.
Of course.
See, this is Moxley's tag team partner right here, is the damn thumbtack. So why do you have to step in them? Isn't that
I'd rather
best
wiggles than thumbtacks, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
Oh my God.
Chest and back, taking off the shirt, looking for a paradigm shift. Not like this. Or Death Rider, whatever you want to call it. Now Penta now getting the better of the exchange. Zero, Miedo. John Moxley might be going for a ride. Package power driver or reversal. Again, looking for, we're changing.
Oh,
changing
Jesus.
position.
Oh, my God.
Into the tag.
Driver.
Cover. Two. No.
Oh, my God. He got some in his mouth.
Again, did he kick out an instinct or was that a convulsion? You tell me. X-Flex release into the tax.
Jesus! By the way, Penta's in great shape. I don't know why he keeps that shirt on, but oh my God, not right now. He's not in great shape.
Yeah,
he's got tags all
over. Thanks, first goes Trent. Good God!
Did Moxley just not feel the pain of the tax? Oh, wait a minute.
Don't feel this.
Strong zero!
Cover! Two and Penta breaks Trent with a trash can to break the fall. And that strong zero was head first into the tax. All three men have experienced the thumbtacks now and are showing the cost of it.
Well, I was about to say, Moxley was delivering moves and he didn't feel the pain then, but I guess when they're all over your neck and upper back, I guess that's when you feel the pain. There's only so much pain tolerance you can develop.
And pain tolerance or adrenaline rush, you be the judge.
Yes.
And we got Proud Fight Forever chance reigning out here tonight at AEW Dynamite 200. This is freaking awesome, and I agree. And right now, all three men up to their feet. Again, these three AEW originals since day one, leaving it all out here. Who has the strongest will? Again, adrenaline can make men do crazy things, but also fatigue can come in and play at any time. Oh, and all three of these men just exchanging while Trent is literally wincing in pain. You see Trent's arms
he's bleeding like crazy, dude.
Yeah, Trent don't care, man. Again, he celebrated 20 years of professional wrestling. He's not going to down easy in this. You know this. This man came back from freaking neck surgery. Wow, super kick by Penta. King Kong body by Moxley. And Trent falls backwards to the jacks. And now we got Penta and Moxley, previous challenger and champion for the AEW World Championship. And they are just squaring off here.
Rolling Sovat.
That stopped John Moxley in his tracks for a moment while Penta follows up off the ropes. Oh, gets to the midsection. Step Rider! Step Rider!
Oh! Running boot!
Cover by Trent too, and Trent gets the win!
Whoa! What a huge upset win for Trent Beretta!
That had to feel good for Trent on so many levels. I mean, again, action fast, furious, and reckless. That was like moves on instinct. One move after another, after another, after another. Going through tax and everything else in between, and Trent somehow comes out with a victory. Anything goes, but John Moxley,
Oh, my God.
Well, yeah, John Moxley is not happy. And John Moxley, well, we knew he was going to come and play adventure. Here comes the Blackpool Combat Club. Clark has noted with a Yuta as John Moxley puts Trent to sleep and Penta laid out. Yeah, I think Trent really is out right now. And
he's still choking. And they're just taking their time. Oh, wait a minute! There's Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy!
The best friends! And we got a fight In the audience, watch yourselves, people.
Yeah, it's a firefight right now.
Well, we got security and we got the sheriffs apparently there, thankfully. And right now, they're pulling Chuck in the ringside area. The Blackpool Combat Club getting the better of the best friends. There goes our AEW National Champion.
And I was about to say, you want to consider this. I'm not sure if it's just going to end with these teams. I'm going to be real. Oh, wait a minute.
Hold that thought, Jake. Down the top rope.
Oh, my God. Crossbody takes everybody out.
Including himself.
I was about to say, there may be, don't be surprised if a pack appearance happens. Don't forget, there's still a death triangle in AEW. Oh, my God.
Hello. Chair of the face of Clown Castanoli by Chuck Taylor, rocking the Ring of Honor Championship to the outside of the ring. That'll definitely impair your vision. With a Uno shot. Oh, it's punched to John Moxley! And Moxley rose to the outside of the ring, rearranging his jaw as the best friend stands tall. But Trent Chuck got a microphone. Ten comments got to me. On Rampage, Friday night. Uh-oh. What's it? Jay, please, Jacksonville.
Oh,
wait, what?
God.
Parking lot fights? The best friends in Blackpool Combat Club?
Trios parking lot brawl.
Oh, God. Moxley and Claudio versus the best friends. Widow, Uno, and Cassidy, who most likely will be in their corners in a parking lot fight this Friday. Well, as we continue to look ahead, let's also look at last Saturday night as MJF Baby fell short, countering the Shatter Machine, trying to hook Cass Wheeler for the heat seeker. MJF was this close, but Dax Harbour with the Okada roll, deep roll out too, and FTR escaped with the tag titles. And when we thought that the bromance of the summer was over, they embraced each other, and Adam Cole acknowledged MJF, you are the AEW World Champion. Tell them. And speaking of which, folks, we are going to hear from our AEW World Champion, MJF, up next here on AEW Dynamite 200. As we go to a full commercial and look at you all in the chat.
I'm serious. Like, I mentioned this on Spark last night with Owen and Zero. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to go the complete opposite. I can see MJF going full babyface tonight. Don't be shocked if that's the direction they go here.
I would be shocked to also see this as well, because this whole trios tag team triple threat turmoil that we're seeing here, surprisingly, no Pac or no Rey Fenix as basically the Death Triangle were involved in the decision. It is one of those things. Well, I guess they work. So yeah, you got pinned. It is one of those things where I could see that, JJ, and Walter trying to sync up with us. And Walter, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for supporting us. And oh, look at that. Tomorrow's the 20th anniversary of Rob Van Dam versus Sabu stretcher match. I was there with my dad. Of course, we know the fan of Tony Khan. He went to ECW when he was a child. 13 years old. That night's one of my favorite memories and Jericho's last night ever in ECW. And I got Chris Jericho and RVD on the same night's not Dynamite.
That's so cool because I know that match too. It's such a classic. It's him versus Too Cold Scorpio for the ECW television title, I believe, and it went to I believe
a retro or a watch along of that, or call that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on the network. I hope it is. Yeah, that's a really good match. That's a really good match.
Well, again, we'll see if this parking lot fight, not brawl. They actually do a fight here in AEW. Key word. I don't know what he said next week. I think he said Rampage, actually, which, again, if Rampage is in Daly's place, that's going to be something special. But
yeah, but is it going to, is that specifically going to be in Daly's place, or is the fight going to take place in Daly's place?
I don't know particularly. We'll have to wait and see when they do the rundown, where my boys will go faster than an auctioneer, because that's what happens here on the WWE Multiverse.
I could also see them have a live Rampage and then record Collision because of SummerSlam. That could happen also.
Well, yeah, because this weekend is cluster effy to the absolute degree. By the way, folks, stay tuned for the Renegade JJ Williams and James Hebert as they will bring you the play-by-play live coverage of SummerSlam, as I will be attending the biggest part of the summer live. So you will not get
Yes.
my voice at all. You'll be getting JJ and James in the hot seat. They did a great job last year in the Raw half of SummerSlam when we changed chairs. I know that they're going to do incredible with this. Have a great time, guys. And please, folks, support the Championship Network here, Multiverse Media, support all the affiliates, because we do this every day, all the time, in some capacity. So stay tuned for what's next as we go back to our screens at AEW Dynamite 200. Robert
Oh, damn. Here we go. Okay.
Let's hear what he's got to say. Crummy surprise. No kidding. What brought him here?
I heard Jack running his mouth. I mean, does he know that people are listening?
Yeah.
He's doing it. Dude, guess what?
Next week?
I want to challenge you for the FTW champion.
What?
After I beat him and I'm the new FTW champion.
Ooh.
I'm thinking, I've done this with so many championships in the past. I like inflate the value to a
Inflate the value.
originally unintended level, not just retire it. I've done it so many times. Look it up. But
That's true.
I know how much fun I had next week.
Next week?
What the hell?
We gotta worry
Prepare.
about Jack, 'cause
Next week.
one-on-one,
One-on-one. You and this guy. Rob Van Dam.
Is that a joke on the ECW title thing?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh
We'll
my
see if Tony
God.
Comics that match official. Meanwhile, the devil is welcome to the Yuling set. Well, is he still the devil? I mean, let's find out what's next for MJF. Ladies and gentlemen, your AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, has arrived, and he comes out of the heel tunnel. Maxwell Jacob Freeman, the 9th AEW World Champion in this company's history, with a 256-day reign, already wins over Ricky Starks, Brian Danielson, a 63-minute Iron Man match. Beat all the pillars at Double or Nothing. Beat Hiroshi Tanahashi Vendor and beat All Ego Ethan Page on Collision. And they were only a double clothesline away from becoming your new AEW World Tag Team Champions after we saw the impact of that move at Blood and Guts. But this past Saturday, MJF Baby fell short.
This is going to be interesting. And the crowd is cheering Max, by the way.
And he's subtly smiling. Again, they captured lightning in a Burberry lined bottle with MJF Baby.
It's happening. It's happening.
I think you're right. I think we're going back to MJF Day 1 in AEW when he was Cody's best friend. MJF chants ready out loud and proud. I kid you not. And still saying character double worshippers. I still can't believe that's a thing. A little emotional. Tampa, Florida. And everyone watching at home. Let's see what he's got to say. ADD.
Yes, Sam.
You can relate, James. ADD chance, raining out proud. I don't know if that's a good thing. Rejection sensitive disorder? Can't regulate rejection based on emotions or behaviors. Ooh. That's an unstable mindset. Jeez. Yeah. Been bullied. Been abused. Been cheated on. Been lied to. Battered. Beaten up. Huh. Huh. Ooh. Pick it up, Jew boy, pick it up. That's harsh. Considering how much Jews are conservative, I can see why they did that, though. Still wrong. For a guy that majored in theater, he sure knows how to deliver a promo. Regal was right when he says what you need good at Sunshine. Evil exists, but so does good. I see. Be a greater evil than the evil that could get you. Didn't realize? Damn right it's not. Protecting yourself. Yeah, big time. Scumbag with a capital S. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It really is. You've been an A-class asshole. That's very true. Wow. That takes a lot of guts. It's the little Jew boy. Yeah. This is deep, man. There you go. You found new confidence in yourself. Not scared anymore. He's faking the people? James, I think you're right. This isn't MJF. This is Max. We're getting a face turn. That's Max chance right out.
Holy
MJF
shit!
is going face, folks, here.
I'm ready for this shit.
I'm all in on this. Pun intended. Yeah, possibly King. I mean, again, MJF did talk about, he's still scumbag. He still talks about 2024, you know. The scumbag of AEW for the people. The scumbag for the people.
I'm so ready for this shit.
What a counter. Scumbag for the people, not of the people.
He's a scumbag shit.
The people scumbag.
He's our scumbag.
I agree. I love this. I love this.
Look at him, man. He's loving this.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Can trust. Does that mean Adam Cole turns? Yeah, that's true. Oh. Generally feel the best person in the world. Best human beings in the world. I've met him firsthand. I could support that. His best friend. Adam Cole, baby!
Holy shit.
All right, Adam. Let's hear from Adam Cole. Come on.
You're still nervous.
Me too. I'm loving it. They're drawing me in. It's drawing me in.
Nervous.
Wait. Where's Adam Cole?
Oh,
What?
no.
There he is.
There he is. Holy shit.
Out of the face tunnel.
Holy
Adam
shit,
Cole, who
man.
has tagged alongside MJF's entire blind tag eliminator tournament and has a 30-minute draw previously over the AEW World Champion. And let's not forget what MJF said to Adam Cole just last week, James. He said he is going to give him, no matter what, a shot at the AEW World Championship. Is that still on Adam Cole's mind? That's still on MJF's mind. And will MJF still promise that? Which devil do you trust? A very humble man for our AEW World Champion. With his track record, I agree completely. Okay. Maybe coming. Appreciate your story. Best explains come through. Make sure he's not alone. To know he's not alone.
Max, for years, I was a jerk. Not only because I thought that's what I had to do to succeed,
Right.
because I was afraid.
Sometimes you gotta be a freaking bully to have a comfortable place in this industry, or at least find your footing. Again, thank you everybody in the Multiverse media across all platforms that are watching and tuning into our coverage, reactions. Here for AEW Dynamite 200. I mean, James, is it possible that MJF could be a bigger babyface than he could be a bigger asshole? That's pro planet.
Sorry, I'm so enthralled with this.
Me too. I just know I don't want to give people dead air. Again,
Trying, man. I'm so invested. I'm so invested.
I want to see what's next for these two. Adam Cole is proud of you. Who's proud of MJF besides Adam Cole and the people there, baby? This guy. Let's see. Verbal fellatio. I'm about to say, MJF's still a scumbag. We know that. We accept that. Buy it now, folks. Freaking DX sell plug here. Double clothesline. Wait, why are you pulling out here? Wait, what? Ooh. Oh! He did make him a promise. After I measured it, wins will draw. Give him a shot at Triple B. The AEW World Championship. That's the World Championship, damn it! You've been thinking long and hard. Come to the conclusion. You don't.
Oh no!
Don't deserve a match. Wait a second.
Hold on.
What? That is.
Wait.
Don't deserve. Just any match. Don't deserve just any match. What?
What?
You deserve. The match. What? In front. This historic crowd. Are you kidding me?
God.
Adam Cole versus MJF for the AEW World Championship at All in London? Let's fucking go! Get these men 60 minutes!
Shit! Okay!
Let's get our first match! Holy hell!
Wow! Oh, wow.
Sign the contract! You gotta be kidding me! This is legitimate! This is 100% legit! I'm stunned. I'm absolutely shocked, James.
Bro.
This is the most conservative contract signing I've ever seen in my life. No stupid table in front of them.
This is absurd.
Adam Cole signs it!
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me! And Adam Cole just said, Max, I love you. And MJF says, I love you. And they hug in the ring! You gotta give the people what they want!
Shit. Dude.
Oh my God!
I don't know, man. No match.
There's the graphic! It's official!
Holy
the
shit.
biggest match in AEW history in front of the largest audience! MJF defends the AEW World Championship against Adam Cole at Wembley Stadium.
Dude.
1-on-1 at All in London.
Oh,
You don't get bigger than that. Holy
where's
shit.
the turn? Is it happen here? I don't want to be positive.
Whoa,
until they do the next
whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh my, Roderick Strong's apoplectic.
Wow.
James, Roderick Strong's been warning Adam Cole about MJF. Oh, wait a second. The Kingdom. Again, former running mates, the Kingdom, Roderick Strong, the brothers, Matt Taven, and freaking Mike Bennett. Again, you see Roderick Strong right now, heartbroken, it looks like. But it is official, folks. The biggest event in wrestling history, AEW Wrestling presents All in London. It will be MJF defending the AEW World Championship against Adam Cole, and it's live on pay-per-view, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the 0 hour occurring at noon. Sunday, August 27th.
This might have been what just sold out all out or all in.
Pun intended, James. I think
seriously,
you're right, 110%.
I think
Get me to Wembley already. I want to call this shit.
That was the greatest segment in history of the show. No cap. I don't. You can call it recency bias. I don't care. Nothing is gonna top what the fuck they did here just now.
I can't agree more.
Wow.
As we bring in the producer man, the renegade of All Elite Wrestling, JJ Williams to the booth as the Elite make their way down the entranceway, who are now fully All Elite for the long term for another 5 years. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega with the Stupid Stooge Brendan Cutler, two-time AEW Trios champions, former AEW Tag Team champions. Kenny Omega, former Impact AAA and AEW World Champion. These three men united as a trio back in New Japan Pro Wrestling with a vision to change the world of professional wrestling. And All Elite Wrestling has allowed their vision to come to fruition. And ever since then, they have done nothing but continue to raise the game and make history in another ring, super kicking from the backyard to the big screen here in All Elite Wrestling. JJ, welcome to the booth, my friend. Good to see you.
Thank you, B. It's great to be here as the icon, the legendary Hall of Famer, JEFF, JARRETT, makes his way to the ring alongside Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, Sanjay Dutt, and the goddess, Karen Jarrett.
That fucking wicked witch doesn't deserve to be on my screen. She is the backbone worse than Eva Marie of this industry. That wretched witch deserves everything she got from Aubrey and more. The only injustice to this trio's match is the fact that Aubrey is not the fucking official for this thing. Anyway,
that's the best part of this match. Need to keep Aubrey away from the Jarretts every time they come into this arena.
I'm waiting for that wretched witch to try something and Aubrey to freaking lock her to figure four or kabong her on the head. That still needs to happen before she's off my screen permanently. Anyway, Jeff Jarrett, former multiple-time world-renowned tag team champion of his own sorts, who has been alongside Jay Lethal since Ric Flair's last match. These two have had multiple chances for the AEW Tag Team Championships and have gone up short by Satnam Singh, who's been 1 in a billion build, trained by Sanjay Dutt, who is also in the corner. As we kick things off here with Kenny Omega and Jeff Jarrett, the bell rings are underway. Our referee for this match is Rick Knox.
It's probably the next worst referee that he could have for this match, Rick Knox, who goes back to PWG with the Young Bucks. You want to talk about some favoritism?
Favoritism?
Yeah, I agree.
What do you mean favoritism?
I've been on that side that he's been in the pocket of the Bucks since day one.
Okay, look, I know that Rick Knox may have been refereeing practically every match the Young Bucks have ever been involved in, but I think it's just coincidental that we're all just assuming such thing. The Young Bucks have lost before with him being the official. Nice scoop slam there by Jeff Jarrett.
Gonna get a little bit of the Fargo strut here from
This is exactly
Double
why
J.
this guy will never be a
Ain't he
champion.
great?
This is exactly why this guy will never be champion again. Oh, big chop.
You say that,
56-year-old
sir.
fool, 37 years in the game, hasn't held a title since 2018 when he was, whoa, Triple Omega champion. Nice takeover there on Jay Lethal by Kenny Omega, maintaining wrist control, bringing him into the corner.
Well, I
Tag to
agree that
Matt
this
Jackson.
day and age, Jeff Jarrett doesn't need to be a singles champion. I wouldn't put it past them to give him a tag or
God
trios
damn it.
run with his stable.
Okay,
This thing-
so what lineup with the stable are we talking about here? Because how many different ways has Satnam Singh, Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett, since coming into the picture, have had golden chance after golden chance, and they've fallen short, even with Sanjay Dutt's dumb interference with Dixon Takararoga number 2 on his left ear. Whoa, nice pop up to go to Harris. How many chances do you get before you realize you aren't good enough?
How
Satnam
many
Singh
times
out.
have the Young Bucks had tag title shots that they lost?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait. They're partial
Yeah.
owners of the company. It's okay for them.
All right, well, let's not talk about politics. Let's talk about the height difference here between Satnam Singh and Matt Jackson.
Hey, I'm just saying. Oh wow.
Oh, man.
I don't even know where I'm at in this. I'm trying to sync with you boys.
Oh, they chopped the
Yeah.
turnbuckle for what that was worth. There's a tad of Nick Jackson. Look, the only thing that matters is me and JJ freaking talking about the debate of Jeff Jarrett. Should he be any sort of champion in AEW? And jury still says no. The jury of me, the simple man. And I rest my case with the double drop kick that does not take Satnam Singh off his feet, former NBA player who breaks through and literally, whoa, man! Full on body humanity, double cross body to the Bucks. Jalen with a cheap shot to Kenny Omega.
Yeah, why not? Just add that to it.
Now, what is that? Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness. What a
That
taunt.
is the worst pose I've ever seen in my life. And of course, there's only one fan of it.
Planet
this
Jarrett
great-
mocking the elite.
As this craziness continues, the wrestling quality picture in picture.
The only two people I'm a fan of in this entire match is Rick Knox and Kenny Omega. Everybody else can go away.
Hey, Jay Lethal's all
Damn.
right.
Hey, listen. Jay Lethal has made his bed. That motherfucker can lie in it. All right.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess some things never pretty much get lost in the shuffle.
He
Leave
wanted
the
to
memory alone.
be a part. He wanted to be a part of Planet Jarrett 2.0. Let him. I'm good with it.
Yeah, how'd that work out since Ric Flair's last match? Just saying.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out. It hasn't gotten a win.
At one point, Sanjay Dutt had his pencil broken by an 8-year-old child. You really
Has
expect me
he-
to believe there's any legitimacy with this freaking squad of oddities?
Has Lethal really not gotten a victory since he teamed with Jarrett at Ric Flair's last match?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah,
He
for the
may
most
have
part.
got like a very odd victory every now and again, but yeah,
Right.
big time matches, he's not counting a W at all.
Jarrett going for the Fargo strut once again.
No, that's a
Of
pose
course
right
he
there instead, JJ. I'm just saying. Again, JJ, previous booker, previous owner, previous manager, previous champion, singles competitor, tag competitor. We can talk about him for WWF, for TNA, for GFW, for Mexico, for anything.
By the way, can you boys pause for like a second? It keeps
Cover.
thinking,
Dude.
I don't know what to do.
And kick
Yeah,
out
I'm
there.
just seeing the cover now.
Oh, you're good, man.
That's
You're
how
just
that's how
really-
far
Lethal
behind I am.
mounting, just giving some punches.
Well, first off, while we do have a moment here, my Lethal's controlling Nick, because who gives a damn about these two? What a freaking segment, by the way. An emotional roller coaster of a segment to book probably the biggest match ever in AEW history at the biggest show in wrestling history, AEW All In. We got our first fucking match, folks.
Yeah,
Let's
It's
we
about
do.
fucking go.
time.
What a match to
Honestly-
book, though, JJ.
No, I agree. A hell of a match to announce, but up until today, there were more matches announced for All Out the week after than there were for All In.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
well,
I'm surprised they booked All Out first, but that's probably that is a smart strategy, to be fair, because they're basically almost sold out anyway. So that's fair enough.
so this would
Like
probably put them over the
you want to
80,000
build up the
threshold.
show that isn't sold out yet. So
Again,
fair
let's
enough.
just put this in perspective, guys. As lateral press by Jay Lethal gets a 2 count. This show in the UK, in Wembley, sold out up and above AEW's expectations with nothing fucking announced. And they just announced the first match involving Adam Cole and MJF. You're telling me they're not going to break any thousand after that?
Oh, of course they are. I'm waiting. I'm sure by the time we go live with either SummerSlam
Well-
or Open Mic Night, they will have broken the record.
As Jared went for the stroke to try to break the elite here. who again renewed their contracts earlier today for the next 5 years. They are staying all elite for the long haul, folks. Up and over. Super kick connects. King, I need your sneaker knowledge here with that super kick. If you can hear me out there in ATW land, brother.
Start playing Count the Super Kicks. There's one.
Yeah, everybody, join the count.
And all bullshit aside, me and Noah were talking before we went on the air. What does this match say for Jeff Jarrett? In all seriousness, you've got this man in his 50s, a legend, in there with the elite. They don't call themselves the elite for no reason. These guys are top tier talent of today.
Yeah, no
EVP
kidding.
BS aside, you've got the legendary Jeff Jarrett, two-time Hall of Famer in the ring with these gentlemen, a man who just a year ago wrestled Ric Flair's last match.
Right? Well,
what does that say for Jeff Jarrett as a performer, all personal bullshit aside?
And so are you telling me if Jeff Jarrett wasn't involved here that Jay Lethal and Satnam Singh would not get this opportunity, that Jeff Jarrett's the reason we have this in the first place?
Probably
Handstand,
not.
Springboard. Fair enough. Oh, double supercast. Leave it this guy's John. Yes! Oh! Jeff Jarrett.
Satnam Singh is still very much an untested commodity. I don't think they would let him in the ring with the Bucks without the ring generalship of Lethal and Jarrett.
Like, he's a big man that's trying to find his footing, like you alluded to. I mean, again, he is a former NBA player, so he's all about working with the team, not really working with himself. Bang! Big trigger by Omega! They'll always bring down a 7-foot man. I don't care who you are.
What is going on?
I lost. And Karen Jarrett, get that fucking witch off the apron, Rick Knox. Are you kidding me? Aubrey, get out here. No, Kenny Omega, don't do this, man. Don't do this. You're not that good. Sanjay with a cheap shot.
All right, you got to call it because I can't sync this for the life of me. I've tried.
It's all right. Lethal. Combination. You can sing over to this, man. This is all about me and JJ. Yes, sprayer blind. Brandon Cutler, I've never liked you more than now. What? Sanjay drop Brandon Cutler.
Get Cutler out of there, that piece of shit. Here we go. Here come the Hardys.
Let's not forget they were part of the Blind territory by Jeff Jarrett and Matt Hardy. And remember the attack. Twist up and connects on Sanjay Dutt. Thanks for coming, you bald idiot. Oh, wait a minute. Jeff Jarrett with the guitar. Oh, crap. He's pissed off.
Rick Knox looking to delete the Hardys out of the equation here.
Oh, wait, Heyman. The Heyman.
Buckshot Lariat.
Buckshot Lariat. Bang. Look at him run. And now Lethal wants to play a tune. Bang, big trigger. I love that tune, personally. Well, Kenny Omega could be a rock star if he wanted to be. And up on the shoulders, hooking him up. One wing angel connects the cover to the Elite. Get the win.
Elite couldn't do it clean. They had to cheat. They had to have Brandon Cutler, Adam Page.
You're justifying Karen Jarrett and Sanjay Dutt, who cautioned against first before Brandon Cutler and Adam Page came out as equalizers. If you're going to play devil's advocate, look at both sides here. As far
she
as
is licensed to be there.
You shut. As far as I'm concerned, it was a 5-on-5 that was supposed to be just a trios match, and those stupid idiots, that blonde-headed, Dixon Tacoma rating dumbass, and that wretched witch with fake tits worse than Barbie got involved in this shit.
Wow.
Okay,
wow. All right, I gotta refresh on this.
On the Heyman's mind as we're trying to cool down now. Yes, King, I respect Cutler. Oh yeah, that's right. Big announcement. Yes, they have. The Elite are around to stay in the long haul. 5 years. Congrats to Kenny Omega, Heyman Page, and the Young Bucks. Dynamite 200. Amen to that. Next 200 on. Dynamite, Ring of Honor, Rampage.
What did he say?
Ooh.
But until then, bid you adieu. But goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang! Carry on indeed. The Elite are around to stay in All Elite Wrestling as they pick up the win tonight on Dynamite 200.
Good match.
All right.
Just wish it wouldn't desync like a son of a bitch. Holy shit.
And by the way, Walter, I use Sling. That was fun. Hey, look, we got a super chat from the man, too. Thank you, brother. I wish they would ban effing switch. Hey, maybe that could be a match stipulation at some point. I'm sure Jeff Jarrett's pissed off enough that he might find a reason for that. As we go backstage to the Mogul Embassy and Swerve, as we saw last week, James, AR Fox joined the Mogul Embassy after coming up short against Orange Cassidy. And they wiped out Darby Allin and Nick Wayne. And thank you, JJ, for joining the call. Appreciate you always, brother. I love calling shit with that guy. Oh boy. Everything. Considering our Fox did help Darby Allin in the early days. A new movie. Swerve, a new movie? James, you have black screen with the movie?
Yeah, I just. Oh, there's a movie.
Yep. And we got. Is that?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. This doesn't look like it's gonna have a happy ending.
No, it doesn't.
As they just opened the garage on my screen, and you see Nick Wayne training in the ring. Here to train? This is not going to end well. Oh boy. This is not going to end well. What does the Fox say? Oh God!
Jesus!
Damn!
Oh
and
my
Nick Wayne's
goodness!
fighting the Mogul Embassy 2-on-1 right now. Swerving AR Fox and invading Nick Wayne's home. Oh, that guy got decked. Oh, and the prospects. Uh-oh. And Nick Wayne's in a handicap in his own garage against Swerving AR Fox. This is not going to end well, James. Oh, boy. Well, Nick Wayne, welcome to AEW. It doesn't need a clothesline. There's a nice shoulder block there. Finding the world 2-on-1. Darby Allin nowhere to be found. Oh, my God! What was that? What did you just shower his head with? Oh, that's messed up. A picture of his father with him bashed over his head. Oh, God. And Nick Wayne is bleeding like a sieve, James. Well, what was that you said earlier? Oh, boy. God. Nick Wayne's getting wrecked. Oh, boy. Whoa, oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
It's a screwdriver.
Yeah, that's a screwdriver. Still. They're calling Darby Allin. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Years ago. AR Fox. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. I swear apparently with demands. Oh, Jesus. Look at that sight. Oh! Oh, boy. Oh, dear. AR Fox and Swerve leaving their mark and making it personal with Darby Allin to 111. I don't think they were done yet, James.
Holy. They damn near killed Nick Wayne, dude. Like, actually, that was almost murder.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
That was very disturbing.
Well, from again, AEW giving us every emotion possible as they only do on Wednesday nights as we go to the ring now for tag team action as the Ring of Honor tag team champions on the line. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships, Bobby Cruz introduction. That's Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis for the record of 4-1. Defend the gold. Crowns up, United Empire in the house. As Aussie Open defends the gold against Hijo, Vikingo, and Komander, and that is up next here on AEW Dynamite. That was quite a segment. As we go to full commercial break, allow me to change things over as we bring you this advertising courtesy of the Championship Multiverse Media 2. Producer! And that's just some of the seasonal shenanigans you will find across the Championship Multiverse Media, courtesy of the weekly Saturday night shenanigans that are open mic night. Specials to come for entertainment, for engagement, whether it's singing, whether it's performances, whether it's competition. You'll hear all that and so much more in and out of the regular discussions. And that is only here on the Championship Multiverse Media, weekly here, hosted by the Renegade JJ Williams. The weekly Saturday night shenanigans that are open mic night. As we have a full commercial here, let's go ahead and get some of your thoughts. Walter Cruz definitely said, that was a different segment. You know, shit. And he kind of liked it.
That was a great segment. That was a great segment also.
But you consider you consider the personal roots that Swerve and Darby and AR Fox and Nick Wayne are all intertwined with. Darby Allin particularly, who has history of all three of those men.
This is the most over I think Swerve has been with this as well. I like that. I like this character of his. And I like that AR Fox is kind of joining him like, They're like, this is the best tag team partner for him type thing. Like, this is really nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's a very strong dynamic. Honestly, those two could be a very effective tag team if they want to be. King saying Nick Wayne got the business handed to him by Air Swerve. Exactly. Speaking of business has just fucking picked up. We have our first match, folks, for those that don't know, again, for AEW in London. The biggest event in wrestling history, as the AEW Championship will be defended by MJF against Adam Cole, baby. Live on pay-per-view, Sunday, August 27th from Wembley Stadium. I cannot believe we are calling this shit, James.
Yeah, I can't either. And I also can't believe that I'm still having sync issues. Give me a minute because I can't deal with another freaking minute of this. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this immediately.
We're right now on commercial. You're fine, brother, as long as you're good. That's all right. Again, I hope everyone's good with the conversation, discussion, engagement, reactions, and everything in between, too. Again, please subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a super chat. Give it a super sticker. If you want to do the conversation, super chat, it's as simple as that. We appreciate all of you here across the media as we are back inside the ring for our Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match. Aussie Open defending the gold against Komander and El Hijo del Vikingo. Let's freaking go. Oh, man. Of course, being accompanied by the hype man, Alex Abrejantes. They have a 3-0 record when teaming together in multi-man Ring of Honor matches. El Hijo del Vikingo and Komander. Komander coming off a great win against Kip Sabian on AEW Rampage and previously faced Gravity one-on-one and got the win at Death Before Dishonor. El Hijo del Vikingo, the current AAA Omega champion, over 600 days, beating Kenny Omega at Triple Mania. El Hijo del Vikingo and Komander as a tag team have only had one other tag team match together as a duo, and they beat the Workhorsemen most recently on Ring of Honor television, but they have been at each other's sides or going against each other over the Mega Championship since 2022. Aussie Open, one of the best tag teams this decade. They've been together now for 6 years. Kyle Fletcher, 9 years of experience, and Mark Davis, 16 years of experience. The bell rings are underway. Aussie Open,
I'm not even at the bell. Wow.
Over the top champions, Rev Pro Tag Champions, IWGP Tag Team Champions, and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Sorry, guys. I'm
66.
having so many issues. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You'll be all right, man. We'll figure it out. I mean, again, you got my thing. And
I'm
meanwhile,
just seeing them raise the titles, dude.
oh wow, you really are behind. Whoops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to go forward at this point because
cross body. You'll be all right, man. You figure it out. Just let me know. And meanwhile,
Okay.
the Vikingo picking up speed. Oh my gosh, what the hell? The tornado into a Tijeras.
no, I don't mean to interrupt your call, but please hear me out. The minute Kyle Fletcher gets back in the ring, let me know. Or as soon as he starts getting back in the ring, let me correct myself.
I mean, right now it's Mark Davis and Komander. Komander using Vikingo as a steps board. Takes over Mark Davis with the Tijeras as Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis on the outside of the ring. Oh, by the way, that's it for Aubrey, who's the referee for this match. Aubrey is, well, I guess Rick Knox wasn't taken out, so I guess he didn't have to get involved in the last match, but still. And right now, the hype man hyping up the challengers. The challengers to Aussie Open, bring up our tag team championships as Kyle Fletcher on the ropes and back inside fully. Again, the legal man right now is Kyle Fletcher after that tag. Well, now it's Mark Davis, excuse me. Again, one-on-one action here. Aussie Open have not engaged in any capacity with Komander or... Oh, God, what a boot by Dougzilla. Have not engaged with the Hijo de Vikingo or Komander prior to this match at all in their respective careers. Big PK, big senton. As right now, of course, for those that don't know, AEW has a 10 count for tag team cohesion on both sides. Looks like Ultimate Dragon doppelganger. That's a fair take. Speaking of tag teams, don't forget the AEW Tag Teams will be on the line this Saturday as FTR defends the gold once again, but this time against the winners of that Battle Royal last week, which was Big Bill and Brian Cage. Oof. And right now, Komander fighting back the world here. Bring it up to the second. The fake out, up and over. Mark Davis just too strong. Speaking of strong, Chris Statlander defends the TBS Championship against Mercedes Martinez this Saturday. We'll also hear from the Acclaim as Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher catches him with a cutter. Up the shoulder. That was a hell of a tag team maneuver. Covered by Kyle too. No. Able to kick out. And as Kristen, the real world championship will be on the line as CM Punk defends the goal against Absolute Stocks with special guest referee Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That's all ahead and so much more here, folks, on AEW. Oh, man, I tell you, this company, this show gets no rest. And right now, Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher, big chop by Komander. Oof. And right now, these two collide. We're not even on Saturday night. That's not supposed to be colliders. It's supposed to be exploders. As Komander walks in between the ropes like Ray Phoenix, but Kyle breaks that up. Ooh, look at that bounce, though. Komander on the top of it. Kyle, whoop! Brought in with a fake out and sent over the top. Oof, and a boot to Mark Davis. There's a tap by El Hijo de Vikingo. Doesn't need the clothesline again. Oh, the wall kick. And El Hijo now following up. Look at this! Step up drop kick. James, where you at, bro? Talk to me, man. Oh, doesn't need the clothesline. Up and over. Komander lands on the apron. Oh, man, Vikingo eats a boot. I love the fact that since Mark Davis came back from injury, that Aussie was able to get the Ring of Honor tag team championships at that fatal four-way at Death Before Dishonor as Kyle Fletcher's hung up in between the ropes. And Vikingo, what a leg drop! Diving leg drop! Tap by Komander. Tough landing there, but right now, the challengers firmly in the driver's seat. That's a bit of a sloop. What the hell are these two freaking here? There's the handshake. Both men flying. Terry, oh, no, got caught. Aussie Open takes over the world and goes around the world as the challengers collide. Spine first. As Aussie Open take control of this match. Tag team action continues, folks. And Restaurant Quality picture in picture. All right, let's see what you all are talking about here, but we got a bit of a moment here, and James, talk to me, bro. That's right, JJ. The women are main eventing. Toni Khan, this might be one of your best episodes to date. As still to come, the AEW Women's World Championships on the line, as Toni Storm defends the gold against Hikaru Shida. And let's see what we got else. What up?
No, pause for a second and unpause. Sorry, I didn't even realize I was muted. I'm that fucking frustrated with this thing.
It's all right, man. As Kyle Fletcher just scoop slammed Komander. Tad to Mark Davis.
Yeah, okay. We're in sync now. I say that now, and then it's going to desync. Watch. Been doing that all freaking broadcast.
We'll be all right, man. We're almost there. Living on prayer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Next time we do one of these.
chat.
Next time we do one of these on Sling, just go by my feed that I broadcast on Discord because I can't do another day of this. I seriously like this is so aggravating, and it's no need for it.
Cover 2. I'll do my best, but again, that's kind of hard when you only have one monitor. But I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, but this. If you could have that blown up, like when it comes to actual broadcast, I usually stream it to my crew anyway.
Again, I don't know how well streaming
works. That will
make
sure this. That will make sure this stuff is happening.
I feel like that just causes more issues because again, I mean, if you're using my, using my feed and then you're streaming on Discord, it's kind of like streaming on streaming. I just feel like there's a latency issue there. That's kind of what happens when you deal with these freaking type of services that do this type of video rendering.
Right, but my point is, if the video renders, at least it's only my video rendering, then you could just watch it from my screen anyway. That's kind of my thought.
Well, we'll play it by ear with our next TV presentation. This only happens on TV particularly. There's a face watch.
Yeah, everything else is fine.
2 count. Again, it only happens on
it's always Sling.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. May the best one win there, or someone's in white. That is Komander, by the way, Walter. Multiple Dragon type.
I do like this. I do like these teams. I do like that they're having this matchup here.
Yeah,
Ooh, try to go for Senton.
Match.
And a tag into Vikingo. Vikingo's in.
The springboard. What a drop kick takes Mark Davis off his feet.
Yeah, that was an explosive drop kick.
To think how far Aussie Open has come together as a duo, especially just running out of our cover, hook in the near leg, and 2 count. Of course, the previous Ring of Honor with Tag Team Champions were the Lucha Brothers. We are back now, folks. Again, this is our AEW Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match on AEW Dynamite 200. Aussie Open defending the goal against Hijo, Vikingo, and Komander. Oh, God! That was a great anti-air maneuver there by Aussie Open, James. Looking to pick him up.
Great.
Pendulum. Bomb! That might do it. Sit out. 2. Deep hook. Oh,
that was close.
Good Lord Almighty. And
that was a great kick out.
Aussie has become one of my favorite teams, thanks mainly to the coverage on AEW and knowledge that Noah has given us on the tail. I try. I appreciate that. Again, if anyone ever has questions regarding anybody in AEW, I'm happy to give you backstory, talent, or facts. Because I don't just simply say this, I research this. And I also watch this.
Yeah. Oh, double elbow, bullhammer version.
The meaning of the minds, to say the least. He's up on the shoulders, and look at this. Well, wait a minute, Komander, springboard. What the hell? Oh, my God! What a destroyer, the crucifix bomb!
Talk about again right at the Canadian Destroyer. I'm good.
What the hell is El Hijo and Komander looking to do here? The Luchadors looking to fly. Walking the top rope! Double moonsaults! Aussie Open! They might be literally just 3 count away from new Barber Tag Team Champions in their second ever match as a tag team. The circus has arrived. I mean, every ever match is Lucha Libre at its finest, folks. And right now, Mark Davis dunks Zilla flat on his back by Komander and Hijo Vikingo. Double for 50 splashes! And the cover! 1, 2! Oh, and Kyle breaks it up. Good Lord, Kyle Fletcher able to save the match and the titles for now. Kyle Fletcher driving Vikingo! Spine first to the barricade. Vikingo, of course, was previously in action this past Saturday in trios action. With Faction Andre and Darius Martin coming up short against Bullet Club Gold by Komander once again locks the ropes. Look for that standing shooting star. Komander Seguri. Tag to Kyle Fletcher. Aussie Open looking to finish things off here. Taking the yellow pad off. This is the same way they beat Hiroki Gold on Yoshihashi. Asakura Genesis. How did you be able to tag each other's early Asakura Genesis? Hooking him up. Komander Coriolis. It connects the Kyle with the cover. Crowds up as Aussie Open retains. Woof. Vikingo and Komander for a duo that has been very limited as far as a tag team setup goes, more often involved in trios and 8-person affairs, gave the challengers a run for their money tonight as Aussie Open successfully defend the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships here at AEW Dynamite 200. Woof. And again, Saturday night is all right for fighting as AEW Collision will be headlined by CM Punk defending the AEW Real World Championship as he christens it and left his mark on it against Ricky Starks with special guest referee Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. All right. Again, the X has represented CM Punk his entire wrestling career, for he is straight edge, where he says that makes him better than you. But Ricky Starks believes that he is better than him and has gotten the better of this man on 2 occasions now and believes that he deserves to fight the champ. And that's what brought us to this 3rd time encounter of sorts with CM Punk and Ricky Starks, with one of the most integrity strong men of the business, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That's going to be a hell of a contest. Special outside official, by the way, not just the official. Also, of course, we got 2 title matches. The TBS Championship will be defended. Chris Styles defends against Mercedes Martinez. 3 championships, as FTR defends against Big Bill and Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champion Brian Cage. That's all this Saturday ahead of AEW Collision. But coming up next, it is our main event as Toni Storm defends the AEW Women's World Championship against Hikaru Shida. After this full-on commercial break. Oh, man, this has been a hell of a show, James.
Yeah, it has been. It has
Where you
been.
at?
I'm just so frustrated, dude.
Breathe,
Like,
man.
every time we sync up, it desyncs every fucking time.
I'm not sure
And
what's
I've
going on
minimized
with your
windows. I've made them smaller. I've reset the router. I've
You
made
need like a
sure
little
everybody's
TV in
off
your room, man.
Wi-Fi.
Just literally focus on, I don't know if it's your internet or what, man. It's really weird what's going on with you. You've had this before, or like what's going on, man?
It's happened every time. It's just never been this bad. It's happened every time though.
Jeez. Well, we're gonna have to have an IT talk about that at some point and figure that out. And let's go ahead and look at y'all here in the chat. Starts Punk another match should be on All In. It could be. Yeah, this Dynamite 200, by the way, has been full of surprises. Speaking of surprises and full, we'd like to thank everybody across the entire WWF for tuning into our coverage. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Hope you enjoyed the conversation, the reactions, the commentary, despite technical difficulties. I hope that James had a good time too. We'd like to personally thank on behalf of the producers, JJ Williams and good old JM, the man who's on the marquee, Jeff Mother, F. Meacham, that all of you across all the channels are tuning in some way. Again, we do this all the time for all the biggest shows, for all the greatest milestones, for the biggest pay-per-views. It all things professional wrestling. Shout out to the W family across social media platform, formerly known as Twitter. And with that being said, it's been a lot of fun tonight for these last 2 hours and 14 minutes, but it is time for our main event. And yes, as my friend alluded to, the women take center stage and close out the show tonight on AEW Dynamite 200. That's been anything, and I mean anything but mid. It is time for our AEW Dynamite 200 main event as Hikaru Shida looks to become a 2-time AEW Women's World Champion and get the title for the first time with the people there against the current title holder, Toni Storm. This is going to be one hell of a contest. Is Toni time up? Will the Shining Warrior finally achieve something that's been eluding her? Or once again, will Shida be denied courtesy of the Outcasts? It is another battle as old as time itself for the Originals versus the Outcasts. Which side prevails tonight? We're just mere minutes away as this full commercial break continues from finding out. Again, we keep you posted on all things wrestling. Stay tuned as always for our other content, whether we're talking Power Rangers, whether we're talking wrestling, whether we have lists here with the Dads and Always on Wrestling, whether we have conversations weekly with the Saturday Night Shenanigans, whether we're simply predicting, whether we're just analyzing or reacting. You'll find it all here across the JMN Multiverse of Media as we are back here now for our main event as Hikaru Shida makes her way inside the arena. Here we go, folks. And also, just a quick little plug. Please stay tuned to our friend over at No DQ, Bossman Aaron Riff, for his recap and review of tonight's AEW Dynamite 200. And again, say yes to No DQ. Holy Shida, I love this getup. Hikaru Shida, of course, who came in on the scene also at AEW Day 1, endorsed by, of course, Kenny Omega. An extremely talented individual and the longest reigning AEW Women's World Champion in this company's history at 372 days with 62 wins in her AEW career and only 11 losses. Recently coming back from a knee injury and has already prevailed over the likes of Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir. And Taya Valkyrie.
Prevailed. Yeah, that's
Prevailed. Yeah, well, the words are tough. You know that. You should know that.
Mm-hmm. I can
And
think
again,
of the word
this
to
is
describe
Shida's
fear.
chance. This is Shida's chance.
I can think.
Yep, good. This is Shida's chance.
I can think of 3 words. I can think of 3 words to
Go
describe
for it.
Marina Shafir.
Go
Should
for
be
it.
unemployed.
Okay, well, that's your take. 332 days. How's that for a number? Reign as current AEW Women's World Champion, Toni Storm with the Outcasts. And by the way, that's combined, by the way, folks, not her single run. She definitely has held the title practically for the second most days combined. But as far as this run goes, she is the 8th champion right now in AEW's history. And this run has lasted 67 days after taking the title, game mentality-wise, from Jamie Hayter at Double or Nothing, who was out injured indefinitely. And you see the look at Hikaru Shida's eyes. You see the sense, the pressure. She knows how important this is. This is our main event. James, Paul Turner has the belt. You know what to do.
Well, I don't see him having the belt. He just grabbed the belt from me, but yeah.
I'll pause it. Tell me as soon as he has something in his hands.
Yeah, all right. He's holding it up above his head.
Yep.
Toni Storm, the champion. Hikaru Shida, the challenger. World title graphic just popped up.
Yep.
Bell rings, and here we go.
On a milestone episode of AEW Dynamite, episode 200's main event, the women take center stage as Toni Storm defends the AEW Women's World Championship against Hikaru Shida. Outcast in the champion's corner, nobody in the challenger's corner, but we all know that kendo stick could be a difference maker. Again, Hikaru Shida, 14-year veteran, the longest reigning former AEW Women's World Champion, 372 days, 8 successful defenses against Time Metal, Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, Penelope Ford, Rhea Mizunami, until she lost to Tiebreaker DMD at Double or Nothing 2021. The first show in front of a full-on crowd when the pandemic was settled to a degree. And you see Hikaru Shida falling right now with the stiff forearms, rocking the champion against the ropes. The last time these two had a one-on-one encounter was last year in October 18th in Cincinnati on Champion Fight Night. And Toni Storm was the interim champion at the time and successfully beat Hikaru Shida. Ooh, and goes to the outside of the ring for a reprieve. Oh, man. Again, you've been waiting for heel Toni Storm for the longest time, James, in AEW since her Stardom days. Let's not undermine what Toni Storm has done in her career. You could talk about that.
Yeah, Toni Storm, a former Wonder of Stardom champion, former NXT UK Women's Champion, former contender for the NXT Women's Championship at one point. Now she's arrived at AEW, won the world title here twice now, and it's been on a roll with it ever since. And now here we go. Hikaru Shida and Toni Storm going at it.
And also, just announced for Rampage, Anna Jay will go one-on-one with Sky Blue. The Mogul Embassy, Swerstring, and the Alphonse will be in action. And the parking lot fight is official with Blackpool Combat Club and the Best Friends, Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor. Also in trios action, Butcher and the Blade and Kip Saban look to show them embrace the change as they take on the Hardys with Brett Zay in the corner and Keith Lee. And that's ahead this Friday on AEW Rampage, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday night. Paul Turner right now in per position as Hikaru Shida will in the way on Toni Storm. Battering her head, just battering her head. I forget, was it you that talked about Toni Storm's hair and those pigtails, or was it somebody else? I forget. I've had too many.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering why she was doing that, but then I realized, oh, yeah, because that hurts if you punch those. Especially when you have your hair tied up in a knot like that.
Shida right now locking eyes against Ruby Soho and Saraya. Oh, what a rising knee strike. Shida has to be aware of the Outcasts on the outside. They played the difference maker in more matches than I can count. Woof! Since Toni Storm has seized the title, not just for herself, but let's be honest. The Outcasts are holding the AEW Women's World Championship hostage.
Yeah, for sure.
And Paul Turner needs to be well aware as Toni Storm again looks for some sort of reprieve on the corner. But again, title can only change hands via pinfall submission inside the ring as Hikaru Shida wails away on Toni Storm. 10 good shots worth. Oh, Toni Storm.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a nasty landing. And you know Toni Storm will take a count out.
Yeah, she did. She was looking for it. Actually, no. Looks like she's trying to inflict more damage on Hikaru Shida.
Oh,
Sends her back in the ring.
I'm glad she dodged the ring post. That could have been disastrous.
It could have been disastrous for sure.
And we know Toni Storm, she has the Clover Leaf and the Storm Zero. Hikaru Shida, of course, has that Katana knockout spinning knee strike. And a Falcon Arrow sometimes that does the deal. Oof. Toni Storm, of course, who has been, again, AEW's World Champion. What a suplex in the corner for 67 days in her second run as Shida hooks Toni Storm up. Nice German suplex. Thank you. As so far, Toni Storm has defended this title against Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale, and Taya Valkyrie. This is her fourth defense in her second reign. Oof. Face first. And speaking of what's coming up next, AEW Dynamite Rampage in my turf, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio, for the first time ever for the Nationwide Arena. Next week, Wednesday. AWTX.com if you want to be a part of that. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be because Purge for Passions. And the face wash by Toni Storm just further insulting the challenger. Of course, Shida recently coming back from a knee injury of her own. As Toni Storm looks to follow up possibly for that hip attack.
That was a great hip attack.
Then Shida the outside. Look at this. Paul turn around. Game mentality by these freaking renegades. These freaking rejects. Outcast my ass. Come on, man. You don't need this in the main event. Freaking hit and run play. Game mentality by the Outcast. The only way they've stayed relevant. And on top of the AEW Women's Division. Oh, just driving Shida back first in the barricade and the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Again, we know Toni Storm can take advantage of the field. Here's the cover. Hook in the near leg and only a 2 count. And our AEW Women's World Championship main event, folks, will continue to you one more time in Wrestling Quality picture-in-picture. You can't get freaking blind, man. Get your monitor checked. And Chris, hot take. Again, your opinion is appreciated. Your opinion matters too. Doesn't have to be agreed with. But again, we welcome all sorts of opinions from non-toxic, open-minded, conservative fans here of the wrestling industry. As long as you're not being a troll. Don't be a dick. Seen enough of those on the internet. That's for damn sure. Hashtag block. Oh, what a freaking Beal. I think I said it one time on freaking Open Mic Night. Tribalists, wake up or get fucked. Actually, getting fucked is probably what you need.
Ah!
And that was just.
Well, I mean, you and I can't talk. I mean, you know, for
yes, I can because I'm not a tribalist. I'm a simple man, lifelong fan, professional wrestling. But I digress.
Yeah, no.
This isn't a PR.
No.
This is just human nature.
Noah, I'm talking about the get fucked part.
Yeah, you know what? You choose that or you don't choose that. That's your choice.
That's fair.
But some people actually need that to actually probably get happiness. You know what's sad? Some people actually probably seek that just for happiness and know that they can't get it or are too afraid to try and get it. Maybe that's the type of people that are tribalists. Oh, sorry. Did I go there? Anyway.
Oh.
Toni Storm hugging shit up. What a snap suplex. Cover. 2. No. Also, again, thank you to everybody across the Multiverse Media that's been tuning in across all of our channels here for our coverage of AEW Dynamite. We appreciate all you. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell friends, support all the affiliates and friends of FTW Productions and the Championship Network Multiverse Media. And if you want to dictate the conversation, super chat. It's as simple as that.
Damn right.
Yeah, you freaking broke the king. It looks like, James. Way to go.
I was trying to be specific because you were going on a tangent. I was trying to make sure you went on a tangent. I'm not trying to turn it into a TED Talk. If they want a TED Talk, they could super chat for that. All right. Other than that, I've said my piece and I stay by it. That's fair.
And I'm sure Toni Storm stands by the fact that she will do anything to make sure Garcia does not leave AEW Dynamite 200 tonight as AEW Women's World Champion.
That's fair. Keep in mind as well, Garcia held that for 365 days, that World Championship.
The champion of the pandemic.
Yeah, I believe the longest reigning champion in AEW period, as far as I'm aware.
I think you're correct, actually, because Kenny Omega held the AEW World Championship for 346 days, the longest reigning as AEW World Champion. So yes, Hikaru Shida is the longest champion period right now in AEW history of a single run. Keyword single, folks. Our Dynamite 200 main event is back on screen. The AEW Women's World Championship on the line as Toni Storm looks to give some sweet cheeks music to Shida. Toni Storm defending the goat against Shida here. Looking to fall in. Oh, caught the hip. And
Yeah,
Shida
she
right
did catch the hips.
now,
She's pushing her back. German!
Just ripped her off and sent her for the ride. There you go. Yep, as the producer man confirms, Statboy approved. Nice to Hikaru there, rocking Toni Storm.
Yeah, I was off by the number.
You know, you collide. Oof.
Oh, knee strike right to the diaphragm.
The challenger picking up momentum here, James. Again, this is Shida's moment to shine. Imagine if we leave AW Dynamite tonight with Shida the champion in front of the people. What a moment that would be.
That would be awesome. But I don't know how hard that's going to be difficult when it comes to Toni Storm. Oh boy.
Yeah, just well and aware of Shida, but Shida also has to be aware she cannot get disqualified here. Championship can only change hands via pinfall or submission. Out of the corner, nice missile drop kick. Storm sent reeling. Here's the cover, hooking the leg. No champion, no. And Storm, again, for how much resilience she has also kicked out as well. And yeah, I guess that's true. Jade Cargill did have truly the longest reigning championship reign ever, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I can't deny that. Oh,
yeah,
570 odd days. Meteora, deep stack. Toni Storm stacked up, folded up, 2 count only.
It does say a lot that even though this women's division needs a lot of work, booking wise, it does say a lot that the two longest champions period in the AEW history, they're both the women.
Yeah, I gotta give you that. That's definitely respect. Like I said, AEW's division has potential. They just need better representation on the weekly products. The top row. Wait a minute, Ruby Soho getting involved by Saraya, distracting Paul Turner, and Toni Storm takes advantage of the nail DDT out the corner. Come on already with this shit. We don't need an asterisk to end this freaking incredible night of Dynamite.
Well, I think we're about to get it now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hip attack.
Woof! Sweet cheeks music. DDT implant. Cover. Deepa 2 down like this. Woo.
What? Wow, okay. I was not expecting her to kick out there.
Yeah, you and me both on that one. Ugh. Oh, and by the way, challenge was made. It's official next week, folks. Jack Perry defends the FW Championship and the FW rules against Rob Van Dam. Next week,
what is
an AEW Dynamite.
So does that mean FTW rules? Does that mean like no DQ?
Exactly.
Okay, ECW. Good to know.
ECW rank 2023. Ugh.
Yay.
And these women going strong style right now in this forearm exchange. Not sure who's going to get the better of this. Again, you did talk about the Stardom resume of Toni Storm.
Jesus.
But Hikaru Shida had quite a resume herself, not just AEW.
Yeah, Tokyo Joshi Pro would like to speak to you.
Yeah, Regina D-Wave champion, Ice Ribbon champion, just to name a couple. There's a firefight here, not a cat fight quite yet. Whoa, lot that shot. Oh my God!
Wow.
Mama said, Jesus. I just rocked Shida to a knee here. Hikaru Shida right now, rocked to one knee. Toni Storm again, insulting the challenger. Might pay for it.
Yeah.
Woof!
Yeah, she paid for it with that rising V trigger.
Oh, wait, here's an opening. Falcon! She done the deal! Cover! 2! No!
Oh, that was close.
Damn it! That was super
Shida
close.
almost had it.
And you look at Saraya, sense of urgency, grabbing Shida's kendo stick, sliding it in directly in front of Paul Turner. Again, what's this supposed to do? What's this supposed to prove? Oh, and right now, the stick in hand. Shida, no, Shida, don't use it. Don't use it. Toni Storm's trying to intentionally get disqualified here. Don't do it, Shida. There's too much on the line here. Wow, take out Ruby Soho. And Saraya takes a shot. And Shida right now focusing on the prize at hand. What's most important? Paul Turner. Oh, no!
Oh,
no!
Damn it. Got the paint.
Fuck! Storm 0! Not like this! Cover! Deepa 2! And Shida gets out!
What? Wait a damn minute.
Here comes Shida! just cut down the Star Zero after getting sprayed in the face.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. She's going to go for another one.
The heart,
Oh,
the
wait a
soul,
minute.
the will, the determination. Oh, wait a minute. The backslide. Reversal.
Oh, wait a minute.
Cover. Two. Shida did it. Shida did it. Shida did it. Shida did it.
What? Hikaru Shida's the world champion.
Hikaru Shida is a two-time AEW Women's World Champion.
All right.
Unbelievable. History
And
made
there's the confetti.
on AEW Dynamite 200. Shida, the champion, in front of the people. Toni time is over.
Wow. Wow.
What an incredible moment. Congratulations, Hikaru Shida.
Does that make her the first? No, that makes her the second ever two-time world champion.
And look at the Outcast face. They are shocked. They can't believe it. Holy Shida. Shida did it.
And 200 right behind her. That's great. Wow.
200 episodes of AEW Dynamite culminate in a two-time AEW Women's World Champion. The Shining Samurai has done it.
Good call.
And we have done it here at you all tonight, celebrating this incredible milestone of AEW Dynamite 200 tonight. For the Renegade JJ Wins, for James Cuban, I'm the Seminole Foster saying AEW is all professional wrestling. Thank you for tuning into our coverage of Dynamite. We will see you for SummerSlam.
And bye-bye Sling for tonight.
Oh, my God. Well, that being said, just going to go ahead and say a few things here, folks. When we get off air, while we wait for our producer man to come back in here, just to give you some hype, stay tuned for City Predicting this Friday night. It will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, you see what's ahead on the ballot. Up next this Friday is SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. And that, again, will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live across the Renegades channel and my Sybil YouTube channel, City Predicting. And then stay tuned for a live watch-along event coverage of SummerSlam, led by the Renegade J.J. Williams and James Hebert. They will be calling the action this entirely as I will be going to the party there live. It's going to be a fun time this weekend. All right. And also, please tune in to Aaron Riss Review right now, if you can, for AEW Dynamite's 200. As, of course, he keeps you in tune with all the weekly shows across wrestling. Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown primarily, with sometimes Collision. Live recaps, reactions, always to follow. So go check out that now if you can. He'll be live here shortly as he goes live usually 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also, of course, want to plug another member here of the Multiverse of Mia, the newest member, by the way, Datilla. Go check out her at the Ranges of Wrestling, who will give you a little bit of her own taste of AEW coverage as she recaps not only tonight's festivities, as she also does it for Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, and Collision at times too, with a little bit of private content in between that as well. And that's really all I gotta say for you guys for now, as I turn this over to producer man JJ Williams. Shida freaking did it! And what an incredible fucking show tonight. That's professional wrestling! Damn it! I love
I
this
agree.
shit.
Yeah.
And not a whole lot to say. Want to make sure we get off the air so that Aaron can do his thing. Gentlemen, thank you for a great call. Thank you for allowing me to crash it for the Jeff Jarrett portion. Noah, take us home as you always do so eloquently.
As I always like to leave you, folks, I am All Elite. I love AEW, and I love engaging with you all in all things professional wrestling, too. But you want to know more about me? Know this, for I am but a simple man and a lifelong fan of professional wrestling. Damn it! But I digress. So find me if you can. You know what to do. But as always, I'd like to conclude. There are no winners, no losers, no betters. Just fans with opinions with this passion we all share. And at the end of the day, folks, support one another, respect each other, protect your mentality too. Treasure your families and just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. It's as simple as that.
Thank you all for joining us across the multiverse of media. For the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham, who is live at the WOW show this evening. For the He-Man James Hebert and the Simple Man with the spectacular voice Noah Foster, I am the Renegade JJ Williams, and we will see you on Friday for Simply Predicting.
Have a good night, folks, and thank you, AEW. Here's the next two.